you're a new viewer here, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and joining the Uniquely Mia community. So this live stream is all about manicures. All about manicures, going to be painting my nails. Finally went to the nail salon and I did acquire some new nail polish, which is it's much needed because we've been using the same boring nail colors. So I got this case. Has like this nice brown color, nude color, purple, pink, red, as well as another dark purple color. So it's really rare that I actually do have purple colors with a nail polish, but luckily we found one. Hey Joseph, good afternoon to you. How are you doing today? Hey, and you're so glad you could tune into this live stream. We are growing out the nails. I did bite my nails, unfortunately. Again, guys, I only bite my nails when I don't have polish on them. So the nails are still short, but it's still growing out. Hey, Happy King, welcome. What I'm doing in your salon right now, I'm just talking to you guys. I will be doing a manicure video on this live stream. So I feel like you've been in one of my manicure live streams before. So yeah, you guys lead the discussion. Supporters, ask me a question. And if I'm comfortable, able to answer the question, I'll be more than happy to do so. But for the most part, all about manicures. Thank you, and you're so glad you like my glasses. Yeah, like the Harry Potter, the round ones. I do have a pair of purple glasses, but I tend to wear those more so like I need to dress up or something like that. So I finally did get some new nail polish. Went outside today, and I'm really happy about having new nail polish. Normally I'd let you choose the color for me, but I'm feeling like, what is this, 6? I was going to say I want to do like a rainbow style where I have paint on my fingers different colors, but we'll see. Hey David, welcome from Wisconsin. No, there are no plans for my family and I for the 4th of July in my household. How are you doing today, David? Let's see if you guys get some ASMR sounds with this unboxing of this nail polish. Was that soothing for you here, or is just this annoying? Hey cats and Pokemon, how are you doing today? Thank you, and you're so glad you like the posters behind me. I got it from IKEA, and they're just vegetables. You have onions, carrots, garlic. Yes, I do think the colors are also very, very pretty. Cats and Pokemon finally went. I went to Burlington and I got this. So Burlington is where you get the nail polish from. It wasn't bad. $6 and you get 6. So it's like $1 for one nail polish, which is a good price. Hey Keith, how are you doing today? Glad you could be on the live stream. And I did get the verification, Cats and Pokemon, so thank you so much for that. I will be shipping out your giveaway winnings by the end of the week, as my mom did in the past. When we give away giveaway items, we like make a video showing you guys, hey, we went to the post office, so stay tuned for that. Hey Teresa, how are you doing today? Welcome everybody to the live stream. If you are a returning supporter, thank you so much for your continued support. If you're a new viewer here, the algorithm knew that you wanted to be in a place where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness, so recommending you to the channel. Oops. In this live stream, I will be doing my manicure. These are the colors that we have. Thank you so much for the love, Teresa. Sending it back to you if you are a returning supporter. How's your day going? I was trying to do like ASMR with this, but it didn't work. It's not gonna work. Hey, in yourself said I want a gift. Well, in yourself, you want a gift. The next time Uniquely Mia has a giveaway, make sure to enter into the giveaway. Because if you don't know, I recently hit 4,000 supporters about the month ago. So shout out to all of you. And in honor of that, I had a giveaway. The giveaway was up on my channel, honestly, for like a month. I feel like I had it open, 3 weeks to a month. So the only way you will ever have a chance of winning a gift from Uniquely Mia, you have to enter into the giveaways. So make sure you are subscribed with those post notifications turned on. And information about my giveaway, it generally drops as a full nutritional YouTube video. And if you are a supporter watching this video, if you're a silent viewer today and you did enter into the giveaway and you did win, and if you did email me, I emailed you some random numbers I want you to like post on my channel. Make sure you post those random numbers, because if you don't post those random numbers, I'm not sending you the items until you do that, because I don't want to get scammed. So yeah, I had a situation last month. I'm trying to avoid that. So if you are silent, if you're watching this, Cats and Pokemon, I know you already posted the numbers. Thank you so much for that. But I think Glenn won. I think Jonte won. Faith won the giveaway as well. Make sure to post those random numbers as soon as possible. What are the gifts? So for the giveaway winners, they will be winning like international. They'll get a gift card, but the giveaway is closed. And then for the domestic viewers, my mom and I, we went to the Dr. Martin Luther King Museum and we purchased some souvenirs there. So yeah, if you guys want to see it, just go back and watch that full nutritional YouTube video that I have out on my channel. I'm so glad you're new here, Teresa. Welcome to the Uniquely Mia community. I hope that you enjoy the content that you see. How's your day going? Cats and Pokemon said, I'm so excited. Thanks again for the giveaway. Can I choose the magnet or is it random? Do you want the magnets? I mean, you're the first person to ask. So since you're the first person to ask, your choice, Cats and Pokemon. So if you want the magnets, I'll be sure to put that aside for you. All right, what are we saying? Hey, Evan. Oh, it's working now? Okay, nice. Yeah, thank you again, Evan, for pointing that out. Like, because I reached out to YouTube, so they told me, I guess I've been posting too much content. So when I post more than like 3 videos a day, I guess YouTube, they're not going to notify you automatically when I go live or when I post a video. So I'm trying to limit myself now to posting maybe 2 shorts a day and then go live, or maybe 1 full nutritional YouTube video, go live, and then 1 short. So I really have to limit myself to posting 3. I'll post more sometimes, but generally 3 different videos a day. So that way you guys can always be notified when I drop something. Evan said, yeah, I closed my account out and couldn't find me for a long time. So glad you are back. Hey, Keith, how are you doing? Keith said, do you know anyone that can help me out? What do you need help with, Keith? Evan said, I feel hungry. I thought you were eating chocolate. No, I'm not. I was unboxing my nail polish, so I finally got new nail polish from the store so we can do some different colors. In this video, I'm not going to let you choose the color, because what I really want to do, I want to put like the nail polish color in all my nails. So I'm not going to let you guys choose the color in this stream. And I saw somebody purchase a super chat. Shout out to Mix Swagger. Sending you hearts, Mix Swagger. Thank you so much. They said, hey, future president. Hey, Mix Swagger. Like I said, you got to be at least 35. I'm getting degrees for it. So who knows? Uniquely Mia may be running for president in the future. So make sure to vote for me. If you're a U.S. citizen, please, or plan to be a U.S. citizen by that point in time. But in this moment of time, shout out to you, Mix Swagger, sending you hearts. Thank you so much for purchasing a super chat and spending your hard-earned money purchasing a super chat. You are helping me get 1 step closer to paying off my student loan debt. I say it all the time when people purchase super chat, but I always like to reiterate my message. All income that I make off of social media, YouTube is the only form of social media where I make income off of. It's going in its own separate account. I'm not spending it. And one day when I pay off my student loan debt, you'll be right there with me paying a portion of it. So shout out to you, Mix Swagger, for purchasing super chat. And shout out to everyone on this live stream, all my supporters. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. But how's your day going, Mix Swagger? Would love to know. Do you do anything interesting today? Do you have, like, does anyone have any 4th of July plans? Please let me know. Would love to hear what you guys are doing. Okay, Cats Pokemon wants the magnets. I'll write that down for you since you were the first to ask. All right. Okay, wrote it down in the next card. Glad your day's going good, Teresa. Nice. Did you do anything today? Well, anything cool? Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Evan said, Nah, you weren't coming onto the main live stream. My mom's cooking, so that's what you're hearing. Stream section of YouTube. Does that make sense? No, that makes sense. That makes sense what you're saying. And you're so sad we need more likes, people. No, Anthony, I did not get new glasses. But yes, if you are watching the live stream and you are enjoying it, don't forget to like the video. Would really appreciate it. No, I didn't get new glasses. I went to the eye doctor yesterday because like my eye, just like throughout my whole life, my eyes always been, it always hurt. I'm not gonna go too much into detail about like what's wrong with Nicolene's eyes outside of having to wear, nothing's wrong with wearing glasses, but it's hurt. But my eye, I've always had symptoms outside of like not having to wear glasses. That's phrased really weird. So I had to go to the eye doctor for that, and she had to put like eye drops in my eye so she could like see the back of my eye, if that makes sense. And with that, the side effects came of like extreme blurriness. So like my eyelid, it just felt so weird, and then it hurt. And then when I looked up, it wasn't too blurry, thankfully, but like I really couldn't see clear when I put on my glasses. Wasn't seeing, so I had to go to the eye doctor for that. And then I'm like, you know what, I cannot go live because I would not see anything if I went live yesterday. But luckily, everything's okay with Uniquely Mia's eyes. We do have to see another doctor, but like, to our knowledge, everything's good now. Cats and Pokemon said that's crazy. Doesn't YouTube want people to post a lot? No, that's what I thought too. Like, hey, YouTube, what's happening? Don't you want me to post a lot of content? But I like reached out to them customer service, spoke with a live agent, and they were just repeating the same thing. So I'll see what happens now. But when I actually sat down and critically thought about it, I'm like, when I'm at school, I don't post a lot, and it was just different. So I feel like that makes sense. Yes, Cats and Pokemon. Shout out to Mick Swagger. Thank you again for purchasing that super chat. Hey, how are you doing? Glad you could be here. Hi. Keith said, I'm still trying to find someone to help me with my channel. Help you how? Yes, Cats and Pokemon. Your job when Uniquely Mia runs for president, you are going to be the campaign manager, press secretary. I like hashtag Mia for Prez. I think that's like, that's a nice catchphrase, okay? Nice catchphrase. So, who knows? Evan said, never say never, okay? Never say never. Evan said, I would add something, okay, unique into the gifts, like maybe something no one can get outside of the USA. That's a good thought for another giveaway, Evan. That's a good thought for that, because I would really have to think about that, or like go somewhere where I can buy something that's going to be really rare to find in the United States. Oh, what am I talking about? I was just answering like random questions and like other discussions that have happened in like previous streams. Teresa, I was just bringing that up for this one. But I asked you, like, did you do anything interesting for the day? Or was like a pretty chill day for you? Thank you, thank you. Hi, glad you like my hair. I recently got it done. I feel like it still looks pretty good. I made sure that I'm tying it down with like a head tie, and then I'm putting like 2 head ties is what I'm wearing to bed with it. So it hasn't started to frizz up yet. So it's been pretty good, pretty good. Thank you. Glad you love my shirt. Anytime I wear the shirt, everyone always loves it. And I didn't know like the name of the shirt was a thing, or like people really like this shirt, because I've had this shirt for a long time. I've had it for a while. I got it from Forever 21, and when I saw it in Forever 21 the first time, I think I got it when I was in like high school. I just really liked the color, and I liked the price. I think it was like $10 I paid for the shirt, and I'm like, it's really colorful. It's nice, lightweight material. So yeah, I know Forever 21 closed, but they still have like the online version, not sponsored by Forever 21. But like, hey, if you're out there, Forever 21, really like your store sometimes. So yeah. Mick Swagger said, I just worked on my equipment. What equipment? Okay, you have a lawn business. Okay, so I have to service everything, oil change, filters, etc. Oh, okay, okay. Nice. Entrepreneurship in here. Mick said, just saw you live and wanted to say, hey, love your attitude and mindset. Thank you so much for your kind words, Mick. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by to say, hey, I'm glad you love the attitude that I have, and like my mindset really means a lot. And thank you again for purchasing that super chat. What's it like to have like your own lawn business? Would you say like, do you live somewhere like where it's hot all the time, Mick? Because when I think about that, I'm like, Do you still like mow lawns when it's cold? Or like when it snows, if it snows in your state, do you transition into like a snow shoveling business? How do you like mow lawns throughout the years? Like what I'm asking. Yeah. Or operate your business, or is it more seasonal? Evan said, I am a little upset about the tech program. Oh yeah, I do mention you mentioned that in the previous stream. I don't think I will get in second time around. I'm so upset because my CV has a whole master's on it and they still rejected my first application. Any advice? Wow. I don't. I mean, I don't know if my advice is gonna be helpful. Keep doing it. Keep persevering because like I've experienced that. Like I'm a graduate student studying public administration, criminal justice. So like throughout my graduate studies, like the same way you like apply. Like sometimes I'll just like wake up one day. I'm like I want to apply for just some jobs randomly. Like it's not like you're seriously looking for the job. But like hey, if you get the interview, you go through with the interview, and like if they offer you a good enough position, I mean like if it sounds good, something you want to do, you'll accept the job. If you're offered the job, that's my mindset in it. So like sometimes I'll wake up and I'll just like apply for jobs for fun. I say, but like it's serious because I do edit my resume. I am qualified or sometimes overqualified for the jobs that I apply to, but like ghosted, literally ghosted Evan. So I feel like, and you see a lot of like videos, people talking about this stuff like on YouTube and TikTok and things like that. So like you can be underqualified for a job and you can be overqualified for a job. So to relate it back to what you just said, Evan, with you saying, hey, you got your master's degree, seems like you're overqualified for it, you're very qualified for it, and you were still rejected on your first application. Perhaps it was your other application material. I don't know if you had to write a personal statement or something like that. Make sure like next time you apply that's top tier. Or you know what? Sometimes people, or maybe the job just wasn't meant for you at that moment in time, or it could have just been like a show job, like the application was just for show, because they do that. Like sometimes corporations, they'll post an application saying, hey, we're hiring for this, but they already have in mind who they want to hire. It's just because of like legal reasons they have to post a job to the public, even though it can be frustrating. So like most basic answer, keep persevering, and if it was something like you had to submit other documentation, make sure your other documentation is good. So like an example for me, I'll be applying to other stuff in the near future. You need to submit transcripts, grade, personal statement, things like that. So even though my transcripts are top tier, you got to make sure your personal statement is top tier because like you got to balance it out. So yeah, like that. Ralph said uniquely me for president. Fire. Nice, nice. Hey Gary, how are you doing? So hopefully I answered your question, Evan. Evan said, is the USA a lot hotter than usual? Yes, it has been a lot hotter than usual. I am 100% sure we are going through global warming in the UK. It's like an oven. Yeah, some days, particularly in New York, it has been like really hot, or other days you'll go outside and it's just going to be like extremely cold in New York. So I kind of knew like global warming was going to be like in its full effect for summer, but in the winter time, because last year it took so long to get cold. I mean, it took so long to get hot. Last winter, I was like, when is it finally going to get hot? So now you're seeing the summer heat with like this extreme global warming. You're like, hey, what's happening here? Make the most we can do, continue to walk without water so we don't pass out. Gary said, I know that's right. Because Pokemon said, I couldn't make it through my whole day shift. Oh, no. Oh, you had to leave early because you said you were sick. You had to leave early. Oh, you were getting dizzy. How do you feel now, cats and Pokemon? I mean, yeah, glad you left early because being dizzy at the job, prone is just like you're already sick. You're going to be irritated even more. So glad you left and you didn't stick around for the job. Never kill yourself over a job, guys. Because if they want to fire you, they'll fire you. If they don't want to rehire you, they will not rehire you without batting an eye. So never kill yourself over working for a job. But yeah, make sure like lie down, cats and Pokemon. Dizziness, Excedrin is what my mom would tell me for dizziness. And if you have soup, if you can order, if like your roommates can make it for you, that should hopefully help. But just like take some time to rest. Hey, Bustin, how are you doing? Did you know that you don't? Did you know that you don't wash your hands? They wash each other, and you just stand there looking at them like a creep. Yes, you are true. that is so true. I just showed you me washer, so now you know how uniquely washes their hands. You like do that, and then you have to like get it like that, and then clean your fingernails. That is true. You always post these like thought provoking questions, Bustin really do. As Pokemon said, yes, Evan, it's so hot in America. Even the Northeast around Massachusetts and Rhode Island, yes, it is. It's crazy. Evan said, I don't know if I should give up because I have another job, which is like a real administrative job and actually pays me the same or similar salary. So it's through my mom said, just easy. Yeah, I mean, like, never, don't give up a job if until you're hired for a second job. Don't do that. Yeah, because like if you give up the job you have, and you're not accepted to this new job you're trying to get, what you gonna do then? So yeah, I mean, if it's something you really want to do, keep your current job, keep performing at your current job so where they can't fire you, but like continue to apply for this job that you want, Evan. That's my advice. Said, yeah, I think they said something when I made a complaint about me being able to get a job without the program. I was so offended. No, comedian, I am not rapping. You do not want to hear Unique Mia rap. Cats and Pokemon said, honestly, Mia, I like when you choose your own nail color decisions. LOL. I feel like it lets you have your own creativity. That makes sense. That 100% makes sense. I'll let you on in a little secret that all six of you will know on this live stream. Shout out to you guys. I do love choosing my own nail color. I do really love choosing my own nail color, but I also like when you choose it sometimes. I think when I let you choose my nail color because I feel like it's fun, see what direction you are going to lead to the supporters, and it just like helps with like engagement. You guys can vote and things like that, but I love choosing my own nail color because I just do sometimes it really allows me to see like, hey, my brain slayed with this design or with this nail color. It really came out how I was thinking for it to come out. Or it shows like, what were you thinking inside your head when I choose my own nail color? So what I want to do this week, I don't know. I've never tried this brand before. Never tried this brand before, polish. And like even though they aren't the most colorful nail polish, I kind of want to do like rainbow. If that makes sense. So I'm gonna make like one finger red, one finger cream. So I'm just gonna like try and use up. This is 6 colors, so we'll see. Try and use up all the colors on each finger to see how it comes out. And then for the design, I'll let you in the chat on the stream let me know if I should do design. But the bottle is just like so pretty in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to the bottom of these comments and then we'll get started with the manicure video, painting my nails. As you know, base coat, we're gonna use like this nail aid that I highly recommend. Not my videos are not sponsored by Nail Aid, but I love their products so much. Even though my nails are short at this current moment in time, I bit my nails yesterday. It was long, I promise. That's why I like keeping my nails polished because even though I love long natural nails, when I was younger, I used to bite my nails so bad. My mom, she would like every time my mom's like, why are you biting your nails? It used to be so bad. I used to bite my nails down where it used to bleed sometimes. So I did grow out of it, but like that habit is still in me, and the only way to get that habit out of me is keep my nails polished. So my nails wasn't polished yesterday, so I just bit my nails. So we're gonna put polish on it to try and prevent me from doing that. Evan said, "Okay, Beaver, your comment literally sent me." Hey Ray. Ray said, how are you eating right now?" I'm not eating anything. Oh, you mean like how am I eating with the way I look? I do. Okay, I have to think about the pop culture reference. But if that's what you mean, how I'm eating by saying I look fire, thank you so much. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. God was just like, let her eat the way she looked. That makes no sense. What am I trying to say? Oh my God. But God, this is God's creation, okay? Let's thank God. Let's go. We have to ask God. I don't know. Thank you so much for your kind words. That's what you meant. Raise the head. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know heat like down here in Atlanta. Sup, young queen? What's up, Ray? What's the weather like in Atlanta right now? On a scale of 1 to 10, how terrible or how hot is it? No matter what, make sure to walk without water because like I love the heat, but like I'm prone to passing out, so I always need to make sure I go outside with water. Evan said I was just walking around, wet as if I had a shower. I was so embarrassed. I'd never been so sweaty. Seriously, the UK is always cold. I'm so thankful for the cold. Now never gonna complain again. Well, tell my mom I said hello. Right now she's in the kitchen cooking. So my kitchen's really close to the rooms, and this mic picks up everything. So if you're hearing background noise, that's who you're hearing. Comedian said we passed the anniversary of our every year. We just don't know the date yet. Thank you so much, comedian. That's a very morbid take of looking at the way of dates in the world. Thanks for that. Evan said, boy, I missed your channel. I've been so off the hook wandering around random streams and trolling. No, Evan, I missed you too because you know what happened? Even other like King of the Weather, Cats and Pokemon, we were like, what happened to Evan? Because one day you just like stopped. We didn't see your comments anymore. And there was another supporter on stream. And I remember Cats Pokemon was like, you and that supporter on stream, it would just be really fun to see how the conversation would flow. But you know what? I'm so glad that you refound the channel, Evan. Now, if you got to write down the channel name in the book, Uniquely Mia, write it down somewhere so you never forget the channel again, you never lose it again. And make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications, Evan. Hello, Lava Kumar. How are you doing today? As Pokemon said, Massachusetts winters are nothing now. We get one, maybe two heavy snowfalls, then nothing else. It's cool, but I miss the snow. As Pokemon said, LMAO, I can totally see you doing that. Evan trolling. Evan said, cats, we get proper winter here. It's like 1 to 2 inch. Wow. Evan said, I'm a woman, and it looked like, and I was in a wet t-shirt competition, and my neighbor said she saw me in a hospital. Wow. Ray said I actually meant food. Oh, LOL. How are you? Not, but yeah, you always look creative, and the heat makes okay. Yeah. What did I eat today though? Oh, I had a Chick-fil-A sandwich for breakfast because I went outside early, so like a chicken biscuit, and then just a not grilled cheese, garlic bread, Texas toast. I made 2 toasts in the oven, some popcorn. Not the healthiest diet now that I'm like telling you guys what I ate. And my mom's cooking right now. She's cooking squash and white rice. I don't feel too hungry, but I'll taste a little bit of her food. So yeah, what about you? What'd you eat today, Ray? Cat's Pokemon said, oh yeah, I think it was Goose or something. He was, oh yeah. Evan said, yeah, I was like the missing kid. You should have put my face on a milk carton and said the search party. Comedian said, dreams are just hallucinations you pay no attention to because you're unconscious. I don't dream though. I used to dream a lot when I was younger. Now I go to sleep and I wake up. It's time my mom wakes me up every morning. She turns my light on for my bedroom. The way my room is set up, really weird. She could turn my light on. I could turn my light on. We both have access to that light switch. So like every morning around 6, 7 a.m., why is my light switch on? And like I'll be sleeping, but like you can like feel the light through your eyelids. I feel the light through my eyelids and I'm like, why? Why did you do this? Yeah, but I don't dream. I dreamed a lot when I was younger. It used to be nightmares. I don't know why. It used to be really scary sometimes. And then when I did have a good dream, it used to be around about random people. Yeah. And then that was it. And then sometimes I did dream at school. Like in my school sometimes and I watched The Walking Dead. I dream about like I'm in the zombie apocalypse. But a zombie, before I do that to a zombie, I always wake up. So like I don't know if that means I survived the zombie apocalypse or like if I'm the chicken and the zombie got me. But I always know anytime I dream about me like being in the zombie apocalypse, before I get to survive the zombie, Uniquely Mia wakes up. Thank you so much, Love Archery. Glad you think I look creative. The brain named itself. Cool. Hey Drake. Really? Really, man? You said chicken biscuits are trash. What do you have against a chicken biscuit? in my opinion, it was a good chicken biscuit. I will say I'm sick and tired of eating chicken biscuits just because I eat that a lot of school. But like, I was really hungry this morning, and when you have no choice, and Chick-fil-A was the only thing that was open, you had to do what you had to do. I got a spicy chicken biscuit. I will say the biscuit wasn't as soft and flaky as I like it, but the chicken, it was really spicy, and that was new. Evan said, I would love to make jewelry as a hobby. No, that would be fun. That would be really cool, Evan. And you know what you could do? You could start by like doing bracelets. You remember like when, I'm not sure if you remember. I don't know your age. I don't know if you were ever into it. But like when I guess giving away my age a little bit, but it's not the exact age. When I was like in elementary school, middle school, rainbow loom was a big thing. Like rainbow loom, it's like when you can make the rubber band bracelets. When I tell you I was so good at that, I don't know why my mom stopped buying me the kits. If she continued buying the kits, I feel like I would have been able to sell those stuff now because it'll be like vintage for some people. But like I really enjoyed making it. But I used to make rubber band bracelets, and you're thinking, hey Mia, rubber band bracelets, they're prone to popping. No, they weren't. No, they weren't, because I used to make mine thick. I used to make like 4 or 5 layers of rubber band bracelets, and I was so good at it. I got to a point where I attempted to make a necklace, but then it was taking too long, so like I quit on the necklace. But like, yeah, so I say that to say, Evan, before, I feel like if you want to start making like metal bracelets and metal jewelry or earrings, that's going to be probably a little bit more difficult to get into. But like, start with rubber bands, like rainbow loom. I'm sure you could still get them off at Amazon. And you can start making bracelets and then branch out from that. Comedian said, we all dream, we just don't remember after a certain age. Oh, okay, that's really interesting. Cat's Pokemon said they heard that too. Okay. I wonder what I dream about. Sometimes I dream at my age and I remember, but sometimes, most of the time, I really don't. Evan said, I believe we have 2 types of dreams, one for good and one for I have mainly good dreams. My favorite are the cat dreams and kitten meow. Oh, it's really cute. Comedian said, the future version of you is watching you right now, hoping you make the right decision. Oh, won't they like give me some hints on what decision to make though? Drake said, because you watch scary movies, that's why I don't watch them. I don't want nightmares. But no, no. I feel like, to clarify myself, when I was younger, I used to have nightmares because we used to live like, that's when I was younger and I attended school like on the island of Grenada. Go buy my book if you guys want to hear more about that. But like the house we stayed in, it was my grandparents' house, and their house was really scary. Okay, it was an extremely scary house. It wasn't scary. It was just like a really big house and had a lot of security. So like, from my younger self who was like in elementary school, it used to be like a mansion to me, and like it was so scary, and then like we didn't use a lot of electricity to save the bill and stuff like that. So like that house just freaked me out. So that's why I used to have a lot of scary dreams in that house. But like at my age, like when I'm at school and I watch like The Walking Dead, when I dream about zombies, it's not really a nightmare for me. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just because at least for me, anytime I watch like a zombie apocalypse movie, I'm always thinking, could I survive that? Will I survive that? Will I not survive? So yeah, when I dream about zombie apocalypses, it's not a nightmare for me, Drake. It's more so when I was younger and I used to like stay in that house. My younger self just used to be really scared of that house. Evan said, if you move your head left or right after a dream, it erases the dream. It must move that down into another part of your brain for storage. You know what? All these speculations that I can see that. I can see that because some people are like, we don't use 100% of our brain, right? So I guess I can understand that. You don't know what a chicken biscuit is, comedian? Stay tuned. I recorded it. I'll be posting YouTube shorts, food review, but it's basically a piece of fried chicken and like a biscuit. Hey, the phenotype, how are you doing? Yes, there's a jury. Okay, so yeah, so the phenotype, Evan the phenotype gave you the name of like the jewelry kit. So you could probably Google that and find it. Evan said, oh, I remember the bracelet making back in the day. I often thought about getting a small pink and blue beads and threading it together. Make a nice bracelet. Those are small pearl types. Yeah, I saw people doing that too. I've made those before, but like I just like the rubber band ones better, especially like if you can make it like the 4 layers or the 3 layers. They're really cool. I might get into it again. Who knows? Cat's Pokemon said, I remember a kid I used to babysit would sell her rubber band. Yeah, bracelets because she was so good at it. Exactly. Like, people used to be selling those bracelets because they were so good. So you could do that. Hey Lava, how are you doing today? Uniquely Mia here. Glad you could be on the stream. Thank you so much. Glad you like my shirt. Yes, a shirt and then shorts. Thank you so much. Very colorful. Evan said, I feel like Lava Kumar has been trolling you since before I went missing. Really? Um, Jake said, your future self can't interfere with you. It will mess up your timeline. What in the Barry Allen? Like, what are we talking about? The Flash now? Like, well, I guess the Flash, he messed up his own timeline with his speed. So I guess, Drake, I can see that, but like, I don't know. I can see that. I can see that because yeah, after Barry started like after like season 2, season 3, when he started going to the different multiverses and seeing his future self, it did get boring. I never finished all seasons of The Flash, to be honest. So I guess I can see that, but like they can't leave like little hints. That's still gonna mess it up. Comedian said. But you know what would be really funny, you know? Alternate reality, not alternate. What is it? Multiverses, like in The Flash, where like there's multiple planets and like there's a different version of you on different planets. I feel like that would be cool to see. And I heard people saying that on TikTok. I'm on TikTok sometimes, YouTube Shorts, and I heard people saying like, if there's something that you like, you currently, or let's use me, an example of the person you're saying, if there's something that Uniquely Mia really wants to do, she like there's no or a place that Uniquely Mia really wants to go, or a goal that Uniquely Mia really wants to achieve, the TikTok person who made the video, she's like, that's because there's another you on another planet who has already achieved that. So it's like you have to catch up to that person. A lot of speculations. I don't know, but it seems like based on the what, Ma? That's Mama said we sound crazy. That's what she said. She just came out and was like, we sound crazy. But like it seems like based on the conversation that like you guys are typing in the chat, you may believe something like that too. That's crazy, man. She just came in here and was like, that sounds crazy, and walked away from me. But yeah, seems like some people think that the timelines and that the future yous exist. So yeah, if you believe that, uniquely mom, queen mother thinks we're crazy, guys.
Well, you have to put out whatever you have to put out to give yourself courage.
So you don't believe in multiverses?
Yeah, because
like where there's different planets with the same you?
Yeah, I believe in something greater because dreams. Sometimes I had a dream I was speaking another language and I woke up and the words were clear, clear, clear. So I believe in certain things. Whatever you got to tell yourself, as long as you know to abide by the law, but at the same time, if you got to tell yourself that to be successful, use whatever method you got to tell yourself. As long as your method is not harming anyone, if it works to motivate you, because we all need something to motivate us. And the question is, why are some more driven than others? What makes some more driven?
Yeah.
Don't give up. So whatever you need to tell yourself to accomplish what you would like to accomplish, you tell yourself. You're not hurt as long as you're not hurting anyone. That's all.
So that's uniquely mom's queen mother's advice. What are we saying? Comedian said the brain knows the feeling of falling off the ledge, but you haven't even fallen off. Welcome back, Lava. Evan said, I know why we so deep today. I just want to have a chill, relaxing evening. Chill. Me is always busy, Lava said. Evan said, at Drake, the future you wouldn't fool you. If you had forecasted your own future, could you avoid time travel? See how that works. That's an interesting question. Lava said, Mia, do you come in my dreams? Love, is it possible? No, thank you. If you're asking me to come in your dreams, I would not be coming in your dreams, Lava. Yeah. Evan said, I forecast my future and predict my chances of something is 1%. For example, with my future prospects, I like that. Future prospects. very like pride and this. I might try something new to yeah, the sequence to line decisions in my favor. Nice, nice. Evan said at Lava, I met your future you and he was so oh my god. Evan, you just like went in for it. Okay, you were like, I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it. Drake said, Mom, don't shame us. Even scientists call it, rule it out. Even scientists can't rule it out. Yeah, she left us. She was like, I'm out of here after that. As Pokemon said, do you guys think Rick and Morty I'm sorry, do you guys watch Rick and Morty? It makes me think a lot about the multiverse and timeline stuff. Oh, I don't watch it, but my mom's always mentioning Rick and Morty. So when she comes back, if she comes back, if I remember, I'll ask her. Drake said Evan just blew my mind. No, like you just read the comment and you're like, okay. Went in for it. Lava said, Mia, I will try to call in my dreams like a romantic. Okay, okay, okay. You do that, Lava. You do that. Okay. Evan said, Lava, dreams featuring Mia. Next episode, they jump into Drake's and Captain Pokemon's dream. Well, if you have you guys ever watched Charmed? Have you watched Charmed? Because I speak about Charm so much. Please go watch like at least one episode of Charm. Don't watch the Charm that came out in like 2016, whatever. Go watch the OG that came out like in 19 something. It's really good. But in season one, not to spoil it, but like it's one episode, you'll be fine. In season one of Charm, there's Prudence Halliwell. So this Prudence Halliwell, and she's like driving. Well, she's at this restaurant, right, with her sisters, the Quake, and this guy asks her out, like, hey, no, this guy sends her a drink, right? I want your drink. So Prudence sends it back. And the guy's offended by that. So he's actually human. He's not a warlock. Surprising situation for me as like watching it for the first time. Like, wow, you're not a warlock and you're a bad guy. But he was a human, right? But he was a doctor. And he was conducting he was like PhD doctor, medical doctor, doing research on into dream walking. So he created this machine in Charmed in the show where he was dream walking into Prue's dreams, right? But the caveat is he killed the women who rejected him in the dreams. So that wasn't good. But so who knows? Like obviously, don't do that if you have the power to dream walk. Don't do that. What's wrong with y'all? Not y'all, but like if somebody thought about doing that, don't do that. But like I just use that example to show like, hey, if Charmed in 1990 something when that season came out, if they could imagine dream walking something like that, who knows what they're doing in 2025 with their technology. Perhaps there are some researchers out there trying to do research into how to dream walk into other people's dreams, which would be really interesting. But they always say if you die in your dreams, you die in real life. I got that from Charmed. I don't know if it's real, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I've never had snap. I've never had a nightmare that concerning, honestly. So, but yeah. Alrighty. What are we saying? What are we saying? Lava said, Mia, don't tell it to mom, please. It's a secret. I tell my mom everything, Lava. I can't not tell her. As I said in a previous stream, if it's really a secret, it shouldn't be leaving your mouth and you shouldn't be telling it to somebody else. Alright? Because only you can keep your secret. Once you go and tell somebody, even if they're your most trusted friend or your most trusted family member, it's no longer a secret. Okay? Because it's only a secret in my opinion. My opinion. If you're the only person in God who knows about it, if you believe in religion. And if you don't believe in God, you don't believe in religion, it's only a secret if you know the context of said secret. Cats of Pokemon said, no thanks. You need a password to enter my dreams, please and thank you. No, stay out of my dreams. Vernon said, hey Vernon, how you doing, Clark? It's been a while since I've seen you on stream. Glad you could be here. Thank you for not unsubscribing. Evan said, I watch Interception. Okay. They got into dreams. What a dream. Wow. What a dream. So Lava could jump onto Mia's dream, but then Mia could jump into Lava's dream, and this could happen 3 minutes time. Wow. You see why I wear a lot of silver? Okay. I wear a lot of silver. I don't know why, but like I do know why. I'm about to tell you why. But I wear a lot of silver because my mom gave it to me. But two, because like silver's supposed to protect you. Okay? Anytime you watch, have you watched Supernatural? Anytime you watch like paranormal movies, witch movies, silver is always a repellent to like demons and bad juju or whatever you want to call it. So I'm assuming if people are trying to dream walk into Uniquely Mia's brain, silver's supposed to protect me the same exact way. Call me superstitious. You may not believe me. You do you. But I'll believe me. And I'll believe my mom. Ever since I can remember, I always had. This is my longest. This is okay. How old am I? I'm not gonna tell you my age, but like, I probably didn't have it when I was a baby, but like, I don't know. Ever since I can remember, I've always worn this bracelet. So this is my like I never take this off. If I take this off, it's probably only for like a few hours, but literally this is always on my wrist. This bracelet. So yeah, my family we believe silver protects you from bad stuff. And when you watch mainstream culture, TV shows and movies, silver always also protects you from bad stuff. So, yeah. Could believe it, could not believe it, but we'll see. I've been wearing it and nothing bad has happened to me yet. Well, nothing bad in my book because people have different definitions of bad. Nothing terrible, okay? Life threatening is what I should say. So, yeah. So I'm just putting this clear nail polish on my nails, and then I will continue reading your comments. If you just joined the live stream, welcome, welcome. Uniquely Mia here. Shout out to all my returning supporters. Really appreciate your support. Thank you for not unsubscribing. Thank you, Drake, Cats and Pokemon, Evan, In Your Soul, Vernon. Those are some familiar names that I'm seeing on the live stream. Thank you so much. For all the new people on the live stream, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and joining the Uniquely Mia community. I have fashion videos, Eat With Me technology videos, days in life as a grad student, and so much more. And you are welcome on this channel for your positivity and uniqueness. If you are a supporter watching this live stream who won the recent giveaway that I had and you sent me an email, thank you so much for sending me that email, but I responded to your email saying that you needed to post random numbers on my channel. Please post those random numbers as a comment on my channel as soon as possible, because if you don't post those random numbers, I'm not sending you the giveaway winnings because I don't want to get scammed. Got scammed last month with a giveaway. Don't want that to happen again. So the only way I can be like, have at least some confidence that you are the correct individual who I'm going to send these items to, who won, you got to post those random numbers on my live stream. Not my live stream, but in the comment section of one of my fully nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, YouTube lives, or like in response to a community post. And if you're watching this live stream and you're like, hey, I want to enter into Uniquely Mia's giveaway and win an item, share the channel out to your friends, your family members, your cousins. Well, that falls into family members. And have them subscribe to Uniquely Mia's channel. Because anytime I hit a new 1,000, I give you guys a giveaway. So, yeah. Just to show, like, my extra appreciation for your support. Alrighty. So, we have this. So we're going to let this dry while I go through some of the comments. What do we say? My mom's doing good, Vernon. Thank you so much for asking. Evan said, so you would be locked in a dream with Lava and Evan. What? If we woke up, you would stay in the dream. Wow, that's really scary to think about. Like in that movie, if that happened. Like you're awake, but like you're still stuck in your own head. Drake said, I remember a SpongeBob episode about jumping into people's dreams. What happened? Was it like disastrous when that happened, Drake? Evan said, I want to astral project into Drake's dream in 2026. Okay, we have some Prudence Halliwell fans here. Know about astral projection. Love to see it. It's Pokemon said, Rick and Morty is a very unserious show. Well, it's pretty ridiculous, but I like the, okay, dimension. Original stuff? Okay. And general goofiness. Okay, nice. To look into. My mom's always talking about it, Rick and Morty. Evan said, if someone stabs you in your dream, you wake up grabbing, wow, the place where you were stabbed. I did not know that. Wow. But you don't remember who stabbed you, so you can't call the police. Wow. Cat's Big One said, yes, Drake, I remember that. Was that the episode with the tall Gary? LOL. Drake said, yes, Mia's a horrible friend. She won't keep your secrets. And you know what, Drake? All about perception. All about perception. And that's what makes Uniquely Mia uniquely Mia. We are allowed to have different opinions and this is a safe space for that. So yeah. Drake doesn't think Drake doesn't think I'm a good friend because I'm not going to keep your secret. But I never said I won't keep your secret. Uniquely Mia, Uniquely Mom will keep your secret. But then again, in my book, it's not a secret once you tell it to me. So that's why when you make friends, take this lesson. The lesson of the day from Uniquely Mia. I said anytime I go live, I'll try to give you one lesson. So the lesson or opinion of the day from Uniquely Mia that she wants you to take into your real life with your friends and your family members, ask them what their definition of something is. Because obviously there's an official definition, know the official definition of what a secret is, of what a friend is, of what this is, but know what their definition of it is. Because let's say Drake is my friend. Like, I saw Drake in person and Drake saw me in person and they were my friend, okay? In person, right? Where we both saw each other. And Drake came to me and was like, hey Mia, I want to tell you this secret. And they tell me the secret without asking me what is my perception of a secret. They tell me the secret. I go to my mom. You would really never know that I told you my mom. If like obviously you know now. Like if anybody know me in real life, they tell me a secret. You know I'm telling my mom too. But like it's saying this reality. I wasn't a streamer, right? So I wasn't streaming. You knew me in person. I knew you in person, right? You told me the secret. I would then tell my mom. My mom and myself would keep your secret. You would never know, depending on the severity or the type of secret you tell me. Because I ain't covering up a crime for nobody. Yeah. Don't do that. So, yeah, there's that. So, like, and then if you thus find out, if your friend thus finds out that, like, you told the secret to your mom, you're not my friend anymore. It would just be a big disagreement, right? However, how could this disagreement be alleviated or how could it have been avoided? It could have been avoided by first asking that individual, hey, I want to tell you the secret, but what do you consider, how do you define a secret? When you think about a secret, what do you think a secret is? Something like that. And you're probably thinking, Mia, why would I do that? Like, why would I ask my friend that? But that's why it's Uniquely Mia's lesson of the day. Let you guys think. So from now on, when you tell people secrets, get their definition of a secret. So thus, if you were to ask me that question, I'd be like, yeah, if you want to tell me this secret, I mean, yeah, you could tell it to me in confidence. I won't tell law enforcement unless like they interrogate me because I ain't going down for you, or with you, or like I'll probably tell my mom if it comes up in conversation for some reason, or if I just want to talk to somebody about it if it's like a very heavy secret, or like, you know what, if you tell me the secret, I'm not gonna go and speak to like any person I meet and tell them what you told me, but like I don't think it's a secret anymore since you're telling me. So yeah, you gotta really get what people mean when they say this is this for them. All right. Okay, Cat's Pokemon said they need 2-step verification. Hey, Saga, how you doing? Evan said it's iron that protects you. By the way, it's a legit thing too. It has to be pure iron. The demons are afraid of it. They also fair was wow. Okay, nice. Did not know that part. Cat's Pokemon said I don't tell secrets, but it's mainly because I don't remember. No, and that's valid too. Because how that like. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah. Sometimes I forget secrets. Sometimes I don't. So there are some secrets that I don't tell anybody else. Yeah. But I'm only really that close to my mom, to be honest. So you gotta see, like, do you really like the person too? Because like, if you don't really like the person, they tell you a secret. A whole other area we get into, but we're not gonna get into that now. Lava said, LOL. Here, Mia, what's going on? Here, I'm so weird. You're being uniquely you, Lava, so you're more than welcome on the channel as long as we communicate respectful and a kind way to each other. Evan said, support and subscribe. We all ask the weird questions. Exactly, exactly. You won't know a question is weird until you ask it. So never be afraid to ask a person a question. Obviously, we live in a society. It's pretty easy to figure out what questions, like, you shouldn't just be randomly asking a stranger. I ain't that hungry, Mom. Thank you. Why did you put a... Mommy, why did you put an egg in my
To give you
plate?
protein.
Mommy, why does she always experiment on stream with food? I mean, the squash and the rice is very good. Why is there an egg in my plate? This is the food my mom gave me. So we got some squash with some brown rice, and then we have an egg. So we were doing a manicure. Oops. I'm gonna take a break with the manicures because Mom, I need tissue. There's curry on my hand. Curry stains. So we're gonna take a break from my nails because my mom gave me food. I'm gonna eat it while it's hot. I need like a... Oh, do I get tissue in my room? Where's my bag? Nothing in my bag. Mom, can I have tissue, please? There's curry on my hand. May I have some tissue, please? What do we say? Okay, yeah, Verna, definitely. So yeah, if you want to be notified anytime I go live, post full nutritional YouTube video, YouTube shorts, make sure your post notifications are turned on to all. And to do that, go to my YouTube homepage. It should say subscribe, and then when it says subscribe, click the bell. And when you click the bell, set your notifications to all. Hey PG, how are you doing today? Oh, what am I always giving away? Different things. One time, my first giveaway ever, I gave away some books that I read back there. The second giveaway I did, I think I gave away a signed copy of my book and a candle. Third giveaway that I did, most recent giveaway. I didn't send those items out yet, but like it's a magnet with some motivational words on it, pencil with a motivational word on it. I gave away an Amazon gift card one time. So yeah, different things, different things. Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words, Drake. It was definitely a learning lesson when I was scammed. Definitely a learning lesson. So yeah, even though like it may seem like unnecessary to some people, like hey, or to some of the people who wanted the giveaway, why are you having me type these random numbers? Is just to like prevent, not say that I think you're scamming, but like to prevent that from happening in the future. But like it happened, and I made a full nutritional YouTube video about everything. So if you want to check out that full nutritional YouTube video, Drake, or anyone else in the live stream, definitely go and do that. So I promise you, I don't eat in my room always. My room is clean. Promise you. I'm sitting on a table. I know some people's probably thinking, what? Ew, she's eating in her room. And don't lie. I know you guys eat in your room too. Don't lie to me. Really good. Curry flavor is definitely there. 10 out of 10. The squash has like a little bite to it. It's nice and watery. You always don't get a watery squash. When you get a watery squash, very delicious. Evan said Lava just manifested me in this exact outfit and she won't come here to dream. Brandon said, it's discriminate if someone is chatty, don't tell them anything. You don't want other people to know. Oh, you gotta sleep? Alright, Lava, was a pleasure having you on. Hopefully it's you on my next live stream. Or the comment section of my Flinkster Show YouTube video. No, I was reading Evan's comment after with all the laughing emojis, so it made me laugh. Bye, Lava. See you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Full Nutritional YouTube video. It was a pleasure having you on. Drake said, no, your mom is just going to tell Stu. Stu is going to tell somebody. Now all of New York knows the secret. No, but, like, my mom's really good at keeping a secret, though. She's really good. You guys wouldn't believe it? She's really good at them. I just noticed that this is picking up chewing sounds. I do apologize if chewing sounds triggers you, but you're going to continue to hear the chewing sounds because I really like this microphone. Evan said, my mom and other family members have that issue, and I find it disrespectful to go around announcing people's secrets. She said it's for protein. You would shut up, reject the egg. I mean, I'll eat the egg, but like, this is new. This is new. My mom's never made squash rice with an egg before. Can I have some? Please, for some. Other? Vernon said, Google exists now, so don't ask stupid questions or repeatedly ask me the same question. I don't think there's anything like a stupid question. Yeah, let's stick behind that one. There's no question like a stupid question. We shall see.
The question that's not asked is a stupid question.
Really?
Here.
Really?
What's wrong?
What am I doing with this tiny
If
baby
you
cup?
was in a bar, this would be a $20
I ain't in a bar. What am I gonna do with this tiny cup?
That's ask them, they know.
This cup is so small. It doesn't look that small on camera. Thank you. But this, oh my. In my house, we avoid these cups because it's so tiny. I'm gonna be sipping this. It's like I'm drinking tea and I don't even drink tea. It's like that's how it looks like I'm drinking tea. Should I mix the egg in the squash? I don't know. That's new. I feel like I should. I mean, I've never done that before in my life. Then again, I've never eaten squash, rice, and egg before. We're gonna mix it. So I will be painting my nails rainbow. Rainbow is not a real rainbow. My mom bought nail polish today. I sneaked it like in the shopping cart because I don't want to buy it, but like she bought it for me. Shout out to mommy. So my mom bought this new nail polish for me. So it's just gonna do red, pink, this brown, purple. I think this is like metallic purple, and then we have this cream color. Anytime I get a new pack of nail polish, I like to do rainbow. It's kind of like a swap to like test it. And then next time I do my nails, we'll do like one color for it. But how are you doing to PC and everyone else? Evan said, I'm a fussy eater. I always order out. I need full flavor. I'm going to go broke if I ever do is eat out. All you ever do is eat out. I mean, maybe you could try replicating some of the recipes that you buy outside to making it in like at home, Evan. ChatGPT, I've never used it, but like I've heard people, like when I read articles, because I've had to read articles about it for like my classes when I write discussion posts about AI. I've read in the articles that like their developers, they're the ones monitoring your your conversations, right? And that it could be like used in legal matters. So be careful what you ask AI. Drake, you woke up this morning and you were like, I want to be violent on Uniquely Mia stream, didn't you? Didn't you, Drake? Because why would you say, where's her nasty peach Snapple? You didn't even get it right. Like, come on, man. If you want to dish Snapple, you gotta get the name right. It's Snapple Peach Tea. And unfortunately, it's been really difficult to find Snapple Peach Tea because I haven't gone to a supermarket that sells it. And then Stu, he went to like this corner store, and he's like, they're not selling Snapple Peach Tea. So, unfortunately, cannot find it. So, what's your favorite Snapple drink? I don't think I've ever asked you that if you don't like Snapple Peach Tea. My mom makes a good fried egg though, even though it doesn't like mix well, but it's good. God, you're doing good, PG. I'm doing good. My day was pretty good. No complaints. Woke up this morning. Woke up really early. Later than I do when I'm at school, but like early for being at home. Went outside, had some breakfast. Went to my grandparents' house. That was it. Evan said peach Snapple is nice. I've never had it, but I've heard good things about Snapple. Yes, try it, Evan. If you do ever have the opportunity, Snapple peach tea comes highly recommended from Unique Lumia. Yes, the food definitely does taste good. Cats and Pokemon. Evan said I eat in my room. You caught me. Cats Pokemon said I eat in my living room on the couch like an animal. Evan said your chewing isn't actually bad. It's not very okay. Glad it's not too bad. Vernon said, I don't have secrets. I'm an open book. I don't care enough about what people think of me. Great mindset. Mindset. Yeah, it's only a select few people. Yeah, great mindset to have. You do have to care about, like, obviously your behavior, but I guess that's different people. So, yeah. Hey, King of the Weather. How you doing today? Glad you could be on the live stream. How was your day? This isn't a shot glass. I went to my sister's room one time. I saw a shot glass in her room. Yeah, but it's close. It's much bigger than it. I want those shot glass like the medicine ones. And again, I don't drink alcohol, so I could be wrong. But based on the movie that I've seen. When your mom gives you random small cups, I think she drank out the soda, my mom, but she still wanted to give me some, so that's what happened with that cup. I take big bites of my food. It's okay. I haven't said the drink is like brandy, the way it's so small. Glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing good, King of the Weather. Did you do anything cool today? Hey, Fate. Yes, my day is going good. How's your day going? Yes, Evan is back, Fate. Evan said, I'm going to really force myself to make more foods at home. My next venture is lettuce wrap burgers. That sounds good. I don't eat burgers, but that sounds really good. So you can like lettuce wrapping, or you can put some cheese, some onions. What do we put on it? Pickles. You can make like your homemade sauce. Sounds good. Sounds good. Cat's Pokemon said, I wish I liked squash. For me, it's texture. It's a texture thing. I don't like chewy in mouth. Oh, okay, your mouth feels weird when you eat it. That's understandable. That is totally understandable. I mean, I feel like I grew up eating a lot of like different textured foods, so it's why I like it now. But like, I feel like if I were to start eating it, excuse me, at my age, um, after I kind of develop food that I like or know what foods I like and food I don't like, I probably wouldn't like it either. But like, yeah, squash has always been one of my favorite vegetables. It's just spinach. Despise spinach so much with passion. Don't give me no spinach. Ew. Eat it separate. Eat it separate. Don't mix it. Don't mix it. Don't mix it. Egg and squash is not it. Don't do that. And your soul said, now you give food for you. I'm so sorry. I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy. My mother raised me better than this, okay? My mom would be so disappointed. Take some food. She raised me much better than this. Take some food. I was being so greedy. Let me know how it tastes. Virtue, of course. Cat's Pokemon said, LOL, I was thinking that too, Mia, like Drake woke up in violence. Yes, he did. Evan said, I'm a big meat eater. If someone gives me vegetables, you throw it. I throw the plate back in their face. I can only do lentils and carrot stew with heavy spices. Okay, okay. I've never had carrot stew before or lentils. Is it like, what's the texture like? Okay, Drake, you like Snapple apple and kiwi strawberry. Okay, okay, okay. You like sweet stuff. Okay, okay, okay. I can see that. I can see that. Snapple apple's not bad. When I like was first introduced to the Snapple universe, I was an apple person, and then I tried peach tea. Have you tried peach tea, Drake? I don't know. Have you tried peach tea? Vernon said, I don't think I've had a Snapple since I was a child. Definitely get one as soon as possible, Vernon. Like I know some people, you guys live in states that may not be like a northern state, but Walmart. If you live in a state that's not a northern state, I found that Walmart generally has Snapple. You might have to pay a little extra for it, but when I say extra, they'll charge you a lot. But like Walmart is definitely the store for it. And then Amazon, like obviously you go to Walmart, you can always order off of Amazon if you have that. Okay, you're in university right now, PG. Okay, nice, nice. What are you studying? When do you get summer break? I know like some people are tuning in from like abroad. In the United States, we're on summer break right now. So, I mean, unless you took summer classes. I've maxed out on summer classes. I can't even say it's the benefit of being a graduate student because I took 4 classes last semester. I have 2 different like deans at my school because I'm in 2 different programs, and they both sent me a professional, scary email saying, Mia, we strongly advise you against taking 4 classes. I took the 4 classes. I saw their email. You know, like when you see email and you just ignore it. I saw the email. I read it. I sent a screenshot to my mom, and I'm like, okay, I took the 4 classes. So, because of that, no summer classes. I mean, if they offered, I would they don't want me to graduate too early. But if they had summer classes for the classes I need, I would have taken it because I would have graduated even earlier this summer, or have less classes in the fall. But it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Those professors don't want to work. Let them take their break. Then again, higher education is a scam. It's a scam in terms of like 15-week classes. I've taken summer classes a lot as an undergrad student. Classes do not need to be 15 weeks, and when it's advertised as 15 weeks, it's really 16 weeks in reality because finals week. It's all a scam. They just want to charge students more money. They could have 8-week classes. You could be in school from like September or August, from like November, and you could be done. Do they want to do that? No. It's all a business, guys. Cats and Pokemon said same, Evan. I love meat. I also always eat out. I like vegetables, just certain ones. That makes sense. That makes sense. I do love like I feel like I'm the same. Like I like vegetables, certain ones. You guys know I hate spinach. Okay, I do not like it with a passion. I like meat, but like I don't eat a lot of meat. So like I like chicken, but like I get sick and tired of chicken. I strongly prefer seafood over chicken. But like seafood's kind of expensive, and like even if it's not expensive, sometimes there's only you gotta know how to make seafood, or you have to make it specific ways. So like for me, I make the best fried shrimp ever. Come at me, come at me, come at me. You guys want to have a fried shrimp competition when we have a meet and greet in the future? Not the foreseeable future, but in the future, we can have a fried shrimp competition. If you think you can make a better fried shrimp than Unique Lamia, come at me because I make the best fried shrimp, okay? I know that because everybody, literally everyone in my family, if they don't like me, they like my fried shrimp. Some of them haven't tried my fried shrimp, but if they don't like me, they like my fried shrimp. My mom's friends, they love my fried shrimp. Only one of them have actually had my fried shrimp, but I make the best fried shrimp ever. Okay, I made fried fish the other day, and my mom's like, "How did you get the fish so crispy? Did you put the secret ingredient?" I'm like, "No, that's my secret. I know how to get food crispy, and it's seasoned, has the right amount of spice." So I do love spices, like in fried shrimp, but like it's outside. I don't really know how to like. I know how to make fried shrimp. Any other type shrimp, I'm not good at making it. I remember when I was younger, my mom, she would let me like, I don't want to say experiment in the kitchen, but like let me learn how to cook on my own. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I remember one time my mom wasn't cooking that day, and I'm like, let me try and cook. And I was probably in middle school at this point in time, okay, at that point in time. or elementary school. And I don't know why, I don't remember a lot from my childhood, but I distinctly remember this moment. And I could have made it up because I feel like I told my mom one time that I walked on glass and I swallowed a quarter, and she said that never happened. So my brain be making up a lot of stuff when I was younger. But I don't think I made this up. I don't know. We'll have to ask her, but she's not here. But I remember I was in the kitchen and I made white rice. I boiled it. I didn't burn the rice. Why did I put hot sauce in the rice? I put like pepper in the rice. And then I remember I had shrimp and I was like, I'm not gonna make fried shrimp. I make something else. I remember for some reason I like cleaned the shrimp. I didn't batter the shrimp with anything, but I put the shrimp in a pan. I let it saute up, and I added like corn. Not corn. I mean carrots. I added carrots. I like cut the carrots up, and I put it on top of the shrimp. It was disgusting. That food was thrown in the garbage. But that moment showed me I'm not going to experiment. So then I stuck with fried food, and thus, uniquely Mia knows how to make fried shrimp better than anybody else in our family. Like if my mom's making fried shrimp, and I look at her, she's like, that happened one time. One day she was cooking, and she's making fried shrimp. She was battering the shrimp. She was trying to see. I'll just look at her. She walked away. So what are you doing? It's my job. No. PG said, I have to eat on my bed always. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. As long as like you make sure like wash your bedding regularly. You should do that outside of eating. Don't drop anything on your bed. You'll be good. Evan said, when I was looking, Mia, when I was lost, I kept finding Mia. Wow. Okay, it's very interesting. Hey, King of Leather, yes, what's your question? Okay, it's a big shot glass, Vernon said. Okay, hey, Tyler, glad you could be back on. I did a fit chat the other day. Not the other day. I did it today, so go to my YouTube shorts, check that out. When I get up, I can show it to you when I put my plate in the kitchen. Okay, Fate, you said anything wrapped in beef is good for you. Okay. You have your favorite meals. Cat's Pokemon said I've never had a problem with sound, especially not chewing. Okay. Literally the sound of the train screeches doesn't bother me. Texture bothers me though, big time. Evan said pinto beans and carrot stew soup is more like, okay, a stewy type. It's not too thick. Just perfect. I sometimes add minced beef and pasta. Okay, it sounds pretty good. It has good proteins and carb. Nice. Hey, Aiden. Welcome back. I didn't see it, Aiden. I did not see Squid Games Season 3 yet. Okay? I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll try and watch it today. At least the first few episodes, but I haven't seen it. So if you wrote comments down below to spoil it, please delete the comments. I'm gonna eat some of this food so you have time to delete those comments. So please don't spoil it for me because I'm gonna watch it. I've heard people say it came out, but I just haven't had time to go on my iPad to like watch it. I'm hot. I have a fan, but it might disrupt my audio, so we're gonna not turn on the fan. Alrighty. King of the Weather asks, Mia, do you get recognized in public for social media? That only happened one time. Last year, like I posted a lot of Guyana videos throughout the summer, and then my mom and I we came back to America, and this one woman was like, "Is your mom still scared of the cows?" That was really cool when she said that. Really put into perspective that real people watch my videos. When I saw that woman, she was really nice. So if you're watching the live stream, you're really nice, and you were the only supporter I ever met. Hopefully you're still a supporter. You did unsubscribe. Like at that point in time, that was the only supporter that I ever met in person. So to answer your question, do you get recognized in public for social media? It happened one time last year. Since then, to my knowledge, no one has recognized me from YouTube and has approached me. So yeah, I could have been recognized after that incident, but nobody approached me like, hey, I see you on YouTube, I like your videos. And if you ever do see me or my mom or Stu in public, don't, yeah, G's a little kid, don't approach G. Don't do that, please. But yeah, if you ever see my mom, myself, or Stu in public, or even my sister, she's a feature on the channel, feel free to stop us, say hi. She'd be like, hey, saw you in a video. Really cool, really like the content. But I promise you, we're really nice people, okay? It's not like we put on a nice personality just for live streaming or just for videos. We really don't do that. We're actually really nice people. The only thing is, sometimes if you see me off video, I may look a little crazy, okay? I went outside the other day when my hair wasn't done and like I had like the Pippi Longstocking braids, or what is it, Travis Scott braids, and they were the big fat braids and they were just sticking up. So that's the only thing. I might look a little crazy when I'm outside and I'm not streaming. It's not all the time, not all the time. But yeah, we've never met. I don't think I've ever been recognized because nobody's ever said so. Drake said, I actually haven't tried it, but I don't like other peach teas or peach flavored beverages in general. Okay. Don't generalize your experience, Drake. So yeah, you can't diss peach tea then. You really can't. Because even though you've tried other peach teas and you said, hey, I don't like it, you may like Snapple because it's like Arizona. I tried Arizona peach tea. I don't like Arizona peach tea. I like Arizona iced tea, but peach tea, despise Arizona peach tea. Give me some Snapple peach tea. Love Snapple peach tea. So yeah, Drake, go try the Snapple peach tea and come back to me. All right. So I'll put this in the kitchen, and then I'll come back. 1 minute. Alrighty, we are back. My mom left a lot of dishes. I'm doing my nails, so I can't wash that dishes. She left this sink full. Hot dishes. Very, very hot. Alright. Evan said peach tea is nice. I just add it to cold water. Peach iced tea is nice. Just add it to cold water. Let it steep overnight. Oh, wow. Nice. So you make your own peach tea. That's really cool. I've never attempted to make my own peach tea. So let's bring nail polish back. Let me try and get to the bottom of the comments, and then I'll start by putting the color on my nails. How much charge I have? 33%. Okay, should be good. Study an accountant, okay? What do you want to do with your accountant? I mean, maybe become an accountant, but I don't know. I don't want to like put you in a category. So that's okay. Nice. You're the numbers person. Money management is your go-to. PG is what I'm hearing when you're studying an accountant. So what do you want to do? Tyler said, I rewind live and never saw a fit chat. Oh, I did a fit check YouTube shorts, not in this live stream. But yeah, so go check out that video. But I'm just wearing this shirt, and then I have these white shorts that I'm wearing. Evan said, Drake, you should add sugar cane and some lime. Oh, you don't have summer classes in your country. Okay, what country are you from, PG, if you're comfortable sharing? Why do I have a Superman logo? Where's the Superman logo? It's like, because I am, like, almighty in virtue space. It's funny. Drake said, I love Lipton. Citrus green tea, black raspberry tea, and homemade iced tea. I've never had that before. Okay, side conversations happening. Love to see it. Okay, you're gonna play Roblox King of Leather. All right. What game are you gonna play? Okay, Brandon said outside of certain kind of fish, they hate seafoods. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, some people just don't like it. Cat's Pokemon said, I imagine people in the UK take their teas very seriously. Yes, and that's a question that I wanted to ask you, Evan. So, like, tea time, what's it like? Do you have tea like on the hour, every hour? Are there places like you have tea? Like, is it built into European culture to have tea? Or English culture per se, to have tea at certain times? Drake said, I seen her fried shrimp, they look good, but the best is a bold statement. You gotta be confident, you gotta be bold with it, okay? So, until I am disproved, I will say my fried shrimp is the best shrimp that I have tasted and that I have made. Evan said, I just drink normal tea bags, but we don't drink a lot of iced tea. Okay. Live conversation. Some Fate said texture bothers me too. Is that a condition? I don't think it's condition. I feel like it's just a preference. Vernon said, I don't know if I'm allergic to avocado or just hate the texture, but one time I attempted to eat it and I threw up your guts. Oh. Have you asked your doctor? I don't know. Could have been food poisoning. One time I went to South America, I had their KFC out. I was so sick for the weekend. Like, it literally made me throw up. It was not pretty. That's why if you go watch some of my Guyana videos, South American videos from last summer, you'll see there are some gaps in the timeline with some of the videos. Where you see the gaps where I come back and I'm like, hey, 3 days later, I was sick. I was not recording myself, but I was sick. Evan said, "Are you sure someone recognized you and it wasn't a dream?" No, it was real, Evan. I filmed it too, so go back from my videos from last year and watch my full instructional YouTube video because immediately after that encounter, I'm like, I need to make a full instructional YouTube video. I wasn't big into live streaming back last summer, so I didn't go live, but I made a full instructional YouTube video, so it's on my channel right now. And literally made a video on the like one of the first statements that I say is like, hey, I just met a supporter / subscriber in public and it was really awesome. So yeah, you can go watch it if you want. Hey, AZN Tone, how are you doing today? Welcome from Nigeria. Okay, Peachy's from Nigeria. Oh, okay, so you're still in school in Nigeria. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in all the way from Nigeria. Evan said, I think British people do like hot drinks. It's more of a stress relief, but I'm over that culture. And we use it as enough excuse me. Wow. I don't think I could ever eat oysters. Yeah, I've never had an oyster. My mom has a friend. When I was younger, I saw her eat oysters and it just freaked me out because it came out on the tray and it was raw. And I distinctly remember her friend would squeeze the lemon and then her friend would put pepper, like hot sauce, and sometimes like salt or something. And she would literally just like snot, like not snot up, but like pull that oyster out of the shell with her mouth. It just be so, it looks so like, it freaked me out when I was younger. So never had a desire to try that. Drake likes cold weather. Evan said, if you throw up like 3 times or empty your stomach, be careful. Your sodium levels might drop. And this can result in a seizure. Wow. Yeah, wow, be careful. That's not good. Sunfate said, Evan, you're number 2. For a long time, who's Mysterious number 1? I can actually check. They said McSwagger's number 1. So yeah, shout out to McSwagger. They purchased a super chat for this live stream. Really, really appreciate that. So yeah, when you purchase super chats, it like bumps you up if you are from like it that's what they say. I think it bumps you up from like not number 1 to number 1, and you're able to stay number 1 a little longer. Okay, good night, PG. It was a pleasure having you on the live stream. Have a great class tomorrow. Work hard, but don't work too hard. And I hope to see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my full instructional YouTube video. For everyone else remaining on the live stream, shout out to you. Shout out if you are a returning supporter. Really appreciate your continued support. Thank you so much for that. I don't think it's cheating, honestly. If you could find means to get yourself to number 1, as long as it's legal, it's not harming nobody, do what you gotta do to get to number 1. So yeah, I'll agree to disagree with you on that statement. Some people, they go the long route. Other people, they find a way to get around. Big Swagger found a way to get around. But shout out to all of you guys. I really appreciate your continued support. If you're a new viewer here, hi, uniquely Mia. I'm a dual degree graduate student studying public administration, criminal justice. I show you what my life is like. You are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. If you are a returning supporter, shout out to you. Thank you for not unsubscribing and welcome to back to the channel. We're all about manicures in this live stream. We just take a little break because Queen Mother, she bought us some food. 10 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. The egg threw me off. So 9.5 out of 10 for that egg. But it was good, all things considering. And I like to throw it in there because I don't want people saying, hey, what happened to my giveaway winnings? If you did win the giveaway, you know who you are if you won the giveaway. If you emailed me, thank you so much for emailing me. I emailed you back. I want you to post random numbers either in the comment section of this YouTube live or after this live stream or in one of my fully traditional YouTube videos. I just need you to post those random numbers on my YouTube channel, preferably as a comment, so I can verify that the person who emailed me is the correct person. So yeah, if you don't post those random numbers, don't question where's my giveaway winnings, because I'm not sending the giveaway winnings until you post that random number. So some people did it, some people didn't. So yeah, just needed to reiterate that in case they're a silent viewer and I don't want people guessing, saying where's my stuff at. So yeah, Cats Pokemon say they're excited for the rainbow. So am I. I think it's gonna be really cool. All right, Drake said I had no idea. That's cool. Hey, Philip. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's it like in Grenada today? I'm doing pretty good. No complaints for the day. Will say hi to my mom. Okay, it's a hot day in Grenada. Sending blessings back to you. Sounds like a beach day. Okay. It's a common contest. Whoever comes most should have number one. All right. Cat's Pokemon say he made his way to the top. It's actually very legal and very American. I should be number one, Evan said. He pushed us back in the queue. YouTube has no integrity, Brandon said. What we saying? Cat's Pokemon said, I think it's technically measuring engagement, not just comments. That's very super chat, has higher agreements. Okay, yeah, I like that summarization of that, Cat's Pokemon. I like how you summarize that. It's nice. A hard working day today. Okay. Well, after a hard working day, thank you so much for tuning into Uniquely Mia's live stream like it's your favorite TV show. Really, really appreciate you, Philip, and all my supporters for doing that. Thank you for making me part of your day. It's so awesome. And as I always say, if I'm never on live stream for you, I have more than 1,000 videos posted. So definitely check out those fully nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, and etc. Evan said, loophole. I wonder if I can send 50 cents to Mia and win my title back. Evan said, Mick Swagger with his big bag car showing us we ride it. You guys are funny, okay? Alright. Okay, let's start with this. This is really pretty. Wow. You see that? It's like a cotton candy pink color. It's really pretty. And then we have, I haven't painted my nails in this color in a while. I think I did it one time. It's literally like a nude color. This is nice. And then got the red. Drake said, I think they just implemented the super chat aspect of it. Wow, that is so pigmented. That red color. This is how you get a close-up of the polish. Still here, but y'all dragging it. What is this? This is okay. It's like a violet color. I'll put in my nails and see. This is what I'm kind of excited to see because it looks like a metallic color from the bottle. So let's open it and see. Vernon said life isn't fair, and neither is YouTube. AZN Tone said I like the nude color on me too. Okay, so that's your go-to color. Okay, nice. We'll see how it looks on my complexion. We'll see. This isn't at all what I expected this to look like. I thought it would be more purple, but it's actually a little bit more white, but it has that shimmer to it. So I feel like this one's gonna need like at least more than 2 coats. But the other ones that I've shown you up close, they look very pigmented, I think. Yes, they are nice and not sponsored, but this is the brand. Got it from Burlington, so if you want a twin, you can check it out there. And then this is this brown. Wow, this looks really pretty. This is like a brown chocolate color. This is really pretty. That's really, really pretty. Okay, let's paint our nails and see. So what color should go first? I don't know. Should just do random. Probably just do random. Let's see. I feel like this polish is for like my long nails. I look so good with it, but we don't do acrylics. We're growing back our nails. We're gonna do it on the short nails. And see. Colors for old church grandma's really Drake. Like not on my nails though. LOL. Okay, Asian tone. Vernon said, I'm definitely dragging it. And I'm not even right. Izzy and Tosa, but I got tanning skin with undertones of yellow. Wow. So how does tanning work? Because I see people like on TikTok and like YouTube shorts. They're like, hey, I'm going to the tanning place, and they either get a spray tan where like people are spraying the tan on them, or they do like the Final Destination style where like they're in like the lamp. They're lying down on like the UV lamp. Which one do you get? Do you get the Final Destination or like this paint gun spray tan? And then I've also heard people say like you can't shower after because like it'll wash off the paint. So like do you wash your hands? Like how do you wash your hands? You use the restroom when you use hand. Evan said Drake nude is kind of a trend nowadays, but I use pink nude shades is the most popular shade. Yeah, I do have the pink nude shades. I've had that. Yeah, I've overused it. Why are these sticking together? It's so weird. But this is the pink nude. Yeah, I'm excited for the brown. Oh, okay. So that's what the clear shimmer is like. Oh, like a top coat for them. Okay, royal blue is your favorite color. I don't think I have a royal blue nail polish color. It sounds really pretty though. I don't think I've ever. I would have to see a picture of it. Choose your favorite color for the pointer finger. Okay, okay. All right. So we're gonna do the pink for the pointer finger. All right. Which one's a pointer finger? This one, right? Yeah, because it's the ring finger. So yeah, this one. Evan said brown is nice too, but I've never tried it. I'm stuck in nude pink shades. Drake said, Evan, I have no idea about nail polish, so let me be quiet. Evan said light baby blue for any race. Nice. Went from white face powder to tan is crazy. Evan said, oh, that's the when he held up. Okay, okay, so this one. Wait, no, this one. Okay, okay. No, that would be different. Yeah, that would be interesting if all we had were pink with pinky fingers. Okay, so we're gonna save the pink for my pointer finger. Let's start with nude for the thumb. Nude for the thumb. And then we're probably gonna do red. We're gonna like some people would do like this, and these almost like the nude tones, less out there, but let's try to mix it up a little. So let's do the first coat of this nude color on the thumb. Wow, it's kind of pretty. I feel like sometimes I would like shy away from this color. It's very pigmented, as I said. There's somebody speeding outside. This mic picks up everything. It's not, I do like it. It's not terrible. It's definitely new for me. That's after one coat. And we're gonna go in with the red. Wait, no. Pink for our pointer finger, we said. Ooh, snap. Okay. So pink. Yeah, this pink is pretty. It's like a cotton candy hot pink. It's really, really pretty. It's harder for me to paint short nails than it is for longer nails. This is cute. Okay. I'm about to go get my charger in a minute. Let me paint this hand. Then I'll read your comments. And then I'll go get the charger. Just charge my phone. Just do the brown. Yeah, the brown is nice. I'll show it to you up close to my nails. I feel like it's just going to need like more than one coat, more than two coats, I feel like, to see its color. Then I go with the purple. It's like the perfect violet color in my opinion. I have a dress to, well, my mom has a dress to match this color purple. I'm hot. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. I do like it. Obviously, it's kind of like, where did you think about to put all these different colors on your nails? The red is definitely like in your face. But it's just looking like kind of like a nail swab, as people call it, so you see all the colors together. Yeah, we'll leave it on. This will be this week's manicure. Honestly, we're in the phase of regrowing out the nails, so just need polish on to prevent me from biting it because it did grow. But as I said when I first started the live stream, I bit it off yesterday because there was no nail polish on my nails. What are we saying? Drake said men used to wear powdered wigs and white powder makeup. Yes, they did. Yep, go to the history books. Say 100%, especially in England, those European places. Brandon said trigger finger. Casper Pokemon said OMG, all pinky. We'd have such weak hands. that looks so weird. Like, just my pinky. Pick up this. Now with just a pinky. Ooh, that'll be interesting. This is kind of hard to pick up with just a pinky. So, God knew there was a reason to give us a different size and lengths of fingers. Ivan said, cats, we totally did do that. I'm a light-skinned Asian, but my brown sunspots don't let me have one color on my face. Wow, on your face. I guess Pokemon said, yeah, I feel like you're painting long nails. You can just let it go. Yeah, exactly. It's so much easier to paint long nails because when you have short nails, you got to be mindful. You don't want to paint your skin. Obviously, if you paint your skin, you can take it off, but that's another step to it. And like, I feel like short nails are pretty because like you're really able to see the color. Like when somebody look at your nails, they can tell you're wearing polish when you have short nails. But like for me, like you said, it's just much easier to paint. I feel like short nails just makes your hand look, long nails just makes your hand look so much longer. So I've kind of been slacking on like the regrowth journey for my nails. I really haven't been moisturizing my nails as much as I should and things like that, but really gonna pick it up. I feel like by the end of this month, I should have some length to my nails. It's not gonna be like this for long because my nails generally grows fast, so will time myself. Let's see. So we do brown. Let's do pink. Fate said, I think the pinky finger is the smallest ginger. Welcome back, King of the Weather. Cats and Pokemon said that makes a lot of sense for pack of nail polish, you'll get to see how they all wear individually. Exactly, yeah. So anytime I get a new pack of polish, this is what I always do. I always just like use all colors on my nails in the first manicure. Brandon said I have strong pinkies. I write a lot, so maybe that's why. Exercising my fingers when I write at school. Fate said those colors are okay, harmonious, okay, like angels singing and playing a violin in the background. All right, nice. So the nail company knew what they were doing when they like advertiser was selling the pack because it was in here, so they had it set up their own way. They knew what they were doing. Hey Chris, how are you doing? Happy early 4th of July to you as well and your family. I'm glad you are here. Do you have any 4th of July plans, Chris? She also lives by a racetrack. I promise I don't. People just speed. They be speeding. That's why in New York, be careful. Do not jaywalk. I don't think that's a crime anymore for people, but don't do it. If I lived near a racetrack, it would never be quiet. I will say though, they be having parties sometimes, and like when they have parties, they be having their music. When I say they, the people who have the parties, their music is on blast. It be so loud sometimes, and I can hear it from my room. I always think, and then like you'll go outside, and then I'll see people, and like they're parked in a way they're not supposed to be parked. It's like, where's the Karens when you need them? It's really funny though. But no, like, why are you playing loud music at like 3 a.m.? I'm trying to sleep here. It's really interesting. All right, so we're gonna do purple next. King of the Weather said watching soccer right now. Okay, nice. Which team are you rooting for? King of the Weather. Cat's Pokemon said sounds like Potato 500 out there. I've never been to a racing game or racetrack before. What's it like? Have you ever been to one? Would love to know. As we know, this first coat isn't really focused on pigment. It's more focused on just getting the polish on your nails. So let's do red. I feel like this polish may also dry really fast for some reason because like it's either I'm just painting thin layers. That's a tip too. If you want your polish to dry really fast, you gotta paint thin layers. But I just feel like it's a polish that dries really quickly. And then the last color. Oh, we didn't. Let's do this. We didn't do this one yet. Oh, I can see why you said this should go on top because you barely see it. It is pretty. It's pretty. It's like this shimmer to it. It is purple, but like more coats are needed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my external charger. Time me. I'll be back in less than a minute. If I surpass a minute, let me know. All right, I'm back. How long was I gone for? I need to get my charger to plug in my phone. unfortunately, did my mic shut off? How my mic shut off? That's interesting. Just better not have a defect. All right, we are back. No more microphone because I need to plug in my phone to charge. You tried to keep count and then you forgot to count. No, that's kind of funny. But that, yeah. I can understand how that happened, Cat's Pokemon. At least you tried. At least you tried. What I should have done, I should have set, like, what is it? Stopwatch? The timer. At least you tried. So let me read some of these comments that I missed. Vernon said that's better than the random gunshots I hear. Wow, be safe, be safe. That's scary. King of the Weather said there's 2 games, USA versus Guatemala and Mexico versus Honduras. Okay, which one do you want to win? So which 2 games or which 2 teams are you rooting for, King of the Weather? Cas Pokemon said I live in the hood. So it's usually almost always loud. I don't mind though because I can be loud too. And nobody's, no, that's 100% true. You can definitely be loud and nobody. Because when I was younger, like, it used to be so loud. Like, music used to be actively playing in my house, very loud. And like, nope, never got a neighbor's complaint. At least in New York, never got a neighbor's complaint or anything like that. So that's true because it's like, how you gonna have double standards when, like, at 3 a.m. you wanna have a party and make noise, but then when I wanna have a party at a reasonable time, it's too loud. So that makes sense, Cat's Pokemon. That is true. I absolutely do not understand how watching a car go in a circle is a sport or entertaining, but it's just not for me or anything though. You know what I feel like I could do it. I don't think it would be for me, but like I would go to one. So like if a brand's out there, you want to sponsor Uniquely Me and Queen Mother, we would go for the experience. We were always open for trying new things. But you know what I think? I think it's more so the adrenaline. Because like I've watched, like, I think I saw when I was younger, I saw like a documentary type movie of somebody, of a famous racer. And when I tell you that movie, just like I saw when I was younger, and I was like at the edge of my seat because I was so scared for that person. Like, you could lose your life. So I think it's just the adrenaline that like the race car drivers has. I guess adrenaline, they like putting their lives in danger. And when you go, I guess the people who watch, they get some of that adrenaline. Did my ring light just die? Why is everything dying? They get some of that adrenaline. How did my ring light die? 1 second. Is my computer dead? My computer is dead, that's why. Oh, snap. We are back in business. So yeah, I think it's that. I think it's like the adrenaline that people get from it. Hey, you're not James. Who are you? Hey, welcome. How are? Glad you could be here. I do not want to try. I know if I pronounce the first name of your username, I may butcher it, and I don't want to do that. But so glad you are here. The algorithm knew that you wanted to be in a place where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So here you are. Make sure to like the video. Do consider subscribing and joining the Uniquely Me community. Vernon said that was the longest minute ever. Alright, you were keeping count. Because like I said, I tried to keep count but then forgot. Okay, so King of the Weather said they're rooting for either Mexico or the USA. Okay, nice. Brendan said NY's era, don't sleep, not until the sun is up. But no, there are some times, like you go outside in New York around like 3 a.m. sometimes, early in the morning, the streets would be empty, but the trains, it would be so loud. I mean, not loud, it'd be so crowded. So, yeah, I guess it really is a city that never sleeps. I think we're gonna need a third coat just because I feel like this polish is really thin. So it's taking a little bit more polish to get it really smooth. And I don't want to like put a whole bunch of polish on the second coat. So one more coat should be good, I think. Welcome to the live stream. If you just joined, I'm doing a manicure right now. If you have been on the live stream for a while, returning supporter, shout out to you. I really appreciate your continued support. If you haven't let me know already, how's your day going? What'd you eat for dinner? Would love to know. Now this is purple. What are you saying? BRB been saying it. Get tea for like 1 hour. All right. I wear a neck brace now to stop myself from getting the mobile. No, that is so smart. I feel like I don't know if I could do the neck brace, but I want like the thing that's supposed to help you maintain perfect posture. Because like I can sit in perfect posture. This is me sitting in perfect posture right now. You see how like taller it makes me? Perfect. Love this. But then my back just automatically reverts to like sitting like this because it's more comfy. I'm not used to sitting with perfect posture. But they sell like the things you could put around your back to hold your arms. But the thing is, I bought one when I was in like undergrad, but I had to return it back to Amazon because it wasn't doing anything. So the only other way is like corsets. I feel like if you wear a corset or the waist trainers that people wear, that could help. But people just say it's so uncomfortable. I feel like I want to wear a waist trainer kind of just because I always want to wear a corset, and it's not accessible to get a modern day corset, and those are probably going to be really uncomfortable. So if you ever see Uniquely Mia on live stream or like walking around with a waist trainer, it's not because I want a smaller waist. It's just because I want a corset. And they said that helps with a perfect posture. So I feel like that would be really cool. But then they just look so uncomfortable. So if anybody has ever worn one, if you're on stream, let me know. Does the modern day corsets, also known as a waist trainer, help with perfect posture? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how uncomfortable is it? Fate said, parkour is an art of jumping from roof to roof. With flipping to look cool. It's crazy but fun. Wow, you do it, Faye? I've seen people do it on YouTube and TikTok. Kaz Wickman said, oh, wait, I like seeing random people change the tires really quick. That's super cool. It's like chaotic, coordinated dance. Yes, it is. Okay. Right now, it's 1 to 10. USA, Guatemala's losing. Okay, so your team is winning. Fate said USA teams always have the best individuals, but not enough teamwork. Okay. Vernon said, I live in Texas, but I'm originally from the Bronx. You get used to all night noise. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty used to it, but like just sometimes you like, really? You gotta do this? Like consistently in my neighborhood, there's this one car. Like he has a drive-through, right? But he filled up his drive-through with a whole bunch of stuff. He filled up his drive-through. So now he wants to park. He always parks his car like on the outside of his drive-through / driveway, but it blocks the sidewalk. So for me to like walk around, I can't walk in the sidewalk. I need to walk in the road. When you see things like that, I'm like, really? Like, why are you doing that? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if you want your driveway, empty your driveway and you have it. Don't block the sidewalk. So it's just like, it's crazy sometimes, but yeah, Vernon, do agree. You live certain place, just get used to it, honestly. I don't know. I've never looked to see if there's waist trainers for men, honestly, Fate. So I don't know. I mean, I guess you could wear one if you want, but I don't know. See, based on the videos that I've seen, you just get your size. Some people, they get a smaller size than like what they wear because they want the effect of like tiny waist, but that would be a little bit more uncomfortable. I would just want mine for like perfect posture because I've always wanted to wear a corset, but I don't know. Cat's Pokemon said, I've worn a corset before. Okay. I have still You have a still boned corset and a more simple design corset to layer outfits with. That's really cool. Nice. Okay, so is it uncomfortable? Because I will say, I remember for one of my birthday, the dress is hanged up somewhere. My nails were, so I can't get it. But I did get a dress that came with a corset, but I will say, I hated it so much because it digged into my skin. So when I took it off my stomach, it was all red and it had it did my stomach didn't have holes, but it was pushing into my skin. So from that experience, that fancy dress corset was uncomfortable. But I'm like, for an everyday corset, where can I find one? And how uncomfortable is it? Because I would buy one and wear it to see hey, if it's comfortable, I would wear it often. If it's not, I'm not wearing that more than once. King of the Weather said, what I meant was if the USA wins, okay, they are in the final. And if Mexico wins, oh, they are in the final win. Okay, so it'll be USA against Mexico. Okay. How did G have editing skills? I don't even know, man. He just was I just remember that whole day he was on his dad's phone constantly editing. He kept showing me his videos. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he showed me that one video. I'm like, hey, that's kind of cool. The music, we know G chose the music. But it was really cool. So we would have to ask G when we see him how he edited that. But he even has his own YouTube channel, but he's not old enough to things. So I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is. So it's really, really cool. Okay, we can clean it up after. Vernon said, tap into your inner N1 and curse your neighbor out. I wouldn't curse them out. I would be the Karen, okay? I would call, file a complaint, but I'm not going to do that because it's not good to file complaints for unnecessary things. Okay, and I know the power of law enforcement, particularly, in low-income communities. So, I want to do that, but, yeah. Because they got some people with severe mental illnesses. And that's just, I wouldn't just approach somebody like that. But it's always in the back of my head. Don't file a complaint. That's why don't somebody file a complaint? Somebody be a Karen, not me in my neighborhood, but somebody else. To get them to stop doing that, because it's annoying. Cats and Pokemon said, but corsets and waist trainers are different. Okay, actual corsets have still bone-in that will actually help with posture, but waist trainers have plastic bone-in. It still helps with posture, but not as much. Okay. Cats and Pokemon said actual corsets are also way more expensive than waist trainers. Yeah, that's what I've heard, but corsets are actually pretty hard to make. That's what I've heard. That's why I said it's a little uncomfortable. So I feel I would go the more accessible routes. I feel maybe first stop would be getting the waist trainer, and then if I like it, if I find it helps with posture, then maybe look into seeing corsets for that. Because I've just always wanted to wear one, or to have one, because I don't I'm African American, I'm Black. I don't want to go in a time machine and randomly live in medieval Europe. I don't want to do that because I wouldn't fit in, okay? But the fashion of medieval Europe, at least for the high aristocrat, give me that fashion. Love your fashion, okay? So yeah, I feel all the movies that I was obsessed with, and I'm still obsessed with now, but I don't watch it. When I was younger, Pirates of the Caribbean, Pride and Prejudice, things like that, they always had an aspect of corsets in it, at least to begin, so which is really cool. So let me paint this hand, and then I'll respond to your comments, because I have to do a third coat, so let me get the second coat on so it could dry. Then we'll go in with the third coat. I found a hack, too. If I dry my nails with a hairdryer on a cool setting, it dries it a lot faster. So after the stream, I'll be sure to do that, too. Or should I even put a third coat? I'm thinking. I don't think I'll put a third coat because I'm going to put glitter on top to keep the polish on my nails a little longer. So we'll do that. Because when I have short nails too, tend to put glitter. It helps out, like keep the polish on longer, less like painting your nails while your nails grows out. It just helps it. Clean up the edges. Okay, let's go with this color. Okay, it's pretty good. I do say so. This was looking like. It's not bad. I do have to clean up the edges. We're gonna put some glitter on top and let this dry a little bit. See what you guys are saying. Vernon said they definitely have waist trainers for men. I prefer to just do core workouts, sit-ups, crunch, leg raises. That helps with your posture, Vernon. Those workouts. People say they don't know how to edit. Definitely use, like, I know they have different platforms out there that has templates too that help, so use that. And then 9 times out of 10, only time I really use a template sometimes with my videos is like if you have a cool intro, or like for those short, like little YouTube shorts that I post, like recaps. But outside of that, I literally taught myself how to edit. Like when you watch my full instructional YouTube videos, if you don't watch it, make sure to go watch some full instructional YouTube videos. Day 1, last day in Niagara Falls, Canada is now out on the channel. All my Canada videos are out. If you want to see that, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch the Canada videos playlist. But yeah, for those videos, I taught myself how to edit when I first started posting YouTube videos, and I started with iMovie because I like film on my phone. So on Apple's phone, it comes with like an Apple iMovie, but I don't use iMovie anymore because it takes up a lot of storage. I don't like that. So I downloaded another app, but that app is not a template. I just input my videos. I have to cut it myself, split it, add a whole bunch of other stuff. So editing, it's a process where like you're constantly learning, and I'm still constantly learning. Am I the best editor? No, I am not. But am I much better than what I was in the past when I first started my YouTube channel? 100%. So yeah, if you're not good at editing now, don't feel discouraged. If it's something you really want to like get into, continue to do it, and you'll get better along the way. Cat's Pokemon said, I don't know if that makes sense, but the stiffness of the steel actually keeps the ball straight. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Cat's Pokemon said, yes, I love the bows and frills and lace of the era. It's so beautiful. Exactly. And it's like the idea that, like, obviously we know they're like more low income than aristocrat, but like the idea of like medieval Europe and like anytime somebody stepped outside, if they were from higher society in medieval Europe, anytime they stepped outside, they were dressed up. Okay, they were dressed right. And not to say like I'd be dressing crazy when I go outside, but like sometimes like I'll be with my mom and we'll go outside and I look at her, or I'll look at myself and I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to come outside looking like this. Like, what am I wearing? Or what is she wearing? That's always in the back of my head sometimes. Or like I'll choose her outfits and she's like, this is too fancy. And I'm like, really? Just wear the dress. When are you gonna wear? But like if modern day America, if it still had the ideas of medieval fashion, anytime you go outside, man, you'll be dressed up. Like and it's not to say dressed up fancy, just like put together. And like, I'm not dissing anybody, because I be dressing kind of crazy too. I be wearing the most basic, comfortable stuff sometimes when I go outside, especially in the wintertime. But it's like, I kind of wish society had like, I don't know, a rule to say this is how you have to dress when you go outside. Like that's why sometimes when I buy clothes, especially like if it's quote unquote fancy clothes for some people, or like if it doesn't fit the occasion to where we're going, but if I wake up that day and I really want to wear this outfit, I'm wearing my outfit, because it's like, why am I saving this? Why am I saving this clothes? Like sometimes, so yeah, sometimes I'll wear fancy dresses outside, or not fancy dresses, but what some people consider fancy dresses. So I'll make it casual by wearing like sneakers, or like I'll layer it with like a basic t-shirt or something like that. So do agree. I love like the bows and the frills and the lace of that era, but like the way they treated people, do not like it at all. Because Pokemon said I'm actually thinking about doing Marie Antoinette for Halloween. That's gonna be really cool. Nice. That's gonna be really, really cool. Okay. Nice. I don't really celebrate Halloween anymore because I'm at school all the time, and like my school doesn't do anything for Halloween. I'm not gonna be wearing a Halloween costume walking to class. Sometimes I don't even have class on when Halloween falls in my school, so I don't have to go outside if I don't have class. So yeah, but that sounds really, really cool. Vernon said that olden day fashion was a lot. It looked like it took them all days. Exactly. Like, it looked like it took them a long time to get dressed. And it was very uncomfortable, the fashion, but, like, it just looked good. So, like, somebody should create a brand. I don't know, giving away a brand idea. I give away a lot of these ideas, man. But, like, a brand where, like, comfy clothes, but, like, fashionable. Like, we have the jeggings, like, the jeans, like the leggings that look like jeans, or the jeans that look like sweatpants, that exists. So like we need to create like a brand, a clothing brand that's like fancy, clothes that look fancy, or clothes that look put together, you can say, but like comfy sweatpant material, legging material, so that way more people would be willing to wear it and buy it. Because we dress for comfort 9 times out of 10. Our fancy clothes aren't comfortable, so that's why we go to like biker shorts or sweatpants or things like that, because they're more comfortable. Vernon said, no way they was comfortable. What all is that? Oh my gosh. Making fun of the way I say comfortable. Comfortable? Is that what you want me to say? Comfortable? I don't know. I feel like I'm saying it fine, but I guess I'm not for you guys. Okay, Evan said they got tea and lemon curd donut. Nice. That sounds really good. Lemon curd donut. Okay, Vernon said yes, the core workouts help with your posture. Oh, yoga as well. I do want to try yoga. I'm going to try yoga one day. What I really going to do one day, it'll have to be like when I'm done with like all my schooling, and because I have to say all my schooling because like it's an expensive form of workout. I want to do Pilates. Like one day, Uniquely Mia and Queen Mother, because I'll force Queen Mother to come, we'll be Pilates girlies, okay? I always say it, but like Pilates, like I remember I saw a picture of like Miley Cyrus on Instagram one time, and she was like, her workout is Pilates. Miley Cyrus has muscles, like, and it doesn't look bulky, muscly, okay? So like everybody's always like Pilates, like make sure that like your muscles are stretched and it makes you strong without looking overly strong, but it's expensive. It's really expensive. So, yeah, once I obtain all my degrees and I have a quote unquote real job, as my mom says, is paying me a stable income, we shall become Pilates people. Because I want to look like Miley Cyrus. Not look like her, but like her muscles. It looks really cool. But I'll try yoga. Maybe YouTube videos with yoga, because I've had most people tell me that like, hey, if I want my posture to be better, try yoga. So Fate said, what does that mean? Cats and Pokemon never save an outfit. Cats Pokemon said, I celebrate Halloween because I wasn't allowed as a kid. Oh, you're making up a lesson. That I understand. That makes sense. Cats Pokemon said, Fate, sometimes people say, oh, let me save this outfit. Yeah, exactly, for a fancy occasion. But you just wear it whenever you feel like it. I don't have to have a grand occasion for a cute outfit. Exactly. That's how I see it too. Like, obviously, sometimes you'll buy some clothes and you're like, hey, I'm going to save this outfit for like this specific event, like I did with my Juicy Couture set that I bought that I bought my mom and myself, because I'm like, hey, this would be a really cool outfit to wear when we're going on this exciting adventure. So like I bought that outfit, I put it aside, I'm literally not wearing it until that. But like sometimes people buy fancy clothes, I feel like, and they'll buy this fancy dress just because like it's a good price, and they have no plans of doing anything fancy, or they have no plans of going somewhere where they should or can wear this fancy outfit. But like anytime you show them the outfit, like, oh, I'm just saving it. Saving it for what? You don't have nowhere to save it to. So yeah, instead of doing that, just buy the clothes if you like it. If it's the price you like, you can afford it, get it. And if you feel like wearing it that day, wear it that day. So that's another thing. Another tip of advice from Uniquely Mia for the day. I guess Cats and Pokemon too, since they said they do it as well. Don't save outfits. If you want to wear something, wear it. Sometimes you may be overdressed in a like place where you shouldn't be overdressed. But like obviously don't wear something if you're going like on a bike. Don't wear like a good outfit. But like you know the situation. As long as you're comfortable, you do you. Alright, so we're putting the glitter on. So I said earlier, glitter, I don't know what they put in it, but glitter, when it dries hard. So it keeps the polish on your nails longer. So as my nails is going to grow, the polish, I won't have to change it as often. Which is going to be good. And that adds like another cool, fun, like, top coat to the nail polish, which is pretty cool. I will say my favorite one, surprisingly, is brown. It's actually not pink. I'm painting my nails. This is what it's looking like. Can you even see the glitter? You can barely see the glitter. What I'll do is I'll post like YouTube shorts showing you the glitter. There's not up close. Well, it looks good in my opinion. But I would love to know, what'd you eat for dinner? I don't think anyone let me know what they had. If you just joined, for dinner I had some brown rice with what was it? An egg and what was it? Squash. Forgot the name of the vegetable for a while. And some squash. It was good. I ate it on the live stream. So if you want to see what I ate, just rewind the stream. This is so pretty. I don't want to put top coat on. I didn't think I would like this so much, but like it's a really pretty, oh snap, nail polish on my skin. But it's really, really pretty. Okay, let's read these comments. Fate said, oh, I see now. Wow, yeah. The aim is to enjoy this life. LOL, 100%. King of Leather said, nails looking so cute. Thank you so much, King of Leather. Glad you like my nails. Fate, oh, it's calming to the eyes when I paint my nails. Yeah, I think maybe that's why I like it too, because when I paint my nails, like from stress, I'll paint my nails and it always just like relaxes you. I think it allows you to concentrate, because like if it's loud around me, if I'm talking to somebody, I can't really paint my nails, or I shouldn't, because my my hands can be really shaky. I won't be able to process my thoughts. So yeah, I do think it's really soothing and like relaxing, calming, like you said, Fate. Like, okay, jollof rice with some fried plantains, goat meat, and eggs. Nice. That sounds good. Sounds good. I would definitely taste that jollof rice with the fried egg and the plantain. Wait, did you say egg? You didn't even say fried egg. Where did I get it from? Oh, wait, you did say egg. Okay. Well, sounds good. Evan said, I love lilac and blue mainly. Okay, nice. So I see, like, this is your favorite finger then. Blue's really pretty. Now that you say it, I feel like the lilac and the blue, or the purple, yeah, the blue and the lilac, I feel like they do go together pretty well. Perhaps, who knows? We'll see. Next time I do my manicuring, you guys vote for the color. Perhaps blue and purple will win. What are we saying? Evan said, I love any clothes, okay? That are lilac, that are in lilac. I hardly see any clothes with the shades anymore. Yeah, you rarely see it. Like, I went to the store today. I was kind of rushing because we were supposed to be, like, in and out. But, like, I barely saw the color. I mean, like, I got this. We got this, but I got this from H&M, like, a few years ago. But, like, when you come to the aspect of clothes, I'm looking at my closet right now. Don't really have I don't have a lot of purple clothes, lilac or violet to be specific. So it's a oh my gosh, my headphones fell in my bag. It's a really rare color to find. Recommendation from Lamia. That's not sponsored. These brands should really start sponsoring me. But another recommendation: headphones. I don't use headphones often, but it's always good to have a pair of headphones. And then when I'm at the school, I'm gonna push myself to go to the gym for a few weeks. Headphones are good to have. So I found these JBL sports headphones because I found that like the big ones that went over my head, they would always like fall off or like I didn't find them to be accessible to use and I would always lose the cord to charge it. But I really like these JBL sports headphones because look how it comes in a case. The case fits in all my bags and I have big bags, I have tiny bags. My bag sizes are insane, okay? Any bag size you could think of, Uniquely most likely has it. Except for the tiny bags. I haven't gotten a tiny bag yet. I can't bring myself to spend like $20, $40 on one of those tiny bags where that can barely fit anything. But what I really love about this headphone is that it comes with a charger attached. So you can just plug into any USB port that goes straight in. It'll charge, which is great. So I'm never losing a charger for this. And two, if you look at it, this goes over my ear. So like when you're running, when you're on the go, this isn't going to fall out your ear. So yeah, not sponsored, but if you need a new pair of headphones, these come recommended from Unique Lamia. What are we saying? Let's get with the weather. King of the Weather news report. Okay. What's happening in the world related to weather? King of the Weather. Keep us updated. Evan said you should have used the blue instead of the red. Oh, with like yeah, it would have blended much better. I see that. But I wanted to like, the red came in the pack with everything, so I really wanted to test the red. That's why I used it. But I see what you're saying. It would have definitely blended a lot better. Be more cohesive and a lot less smooth. The red is really out there in your face. Cat's Pokemon said I'm eating lamb. Wow, lamb bao buns right now. I've heard of bao buns, but okay, nice. Isn't that like a Thai or Asian dish, Cat's Pokemon? So it seems like you like a lot of like Asian cuisine, which is cool. They do make some good food. Cat's Pokemon said, I finally worked up an appetite. So that means you're getting better. So glad. So that means if you can eat, that means you're slowly healing, which is what we want. Because being sick is not fun. Evan said, Cats, I felt like that because it's hot. I didn't feel hungry. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm painfully hungry. Finally hungry. That makes sense. That happens. Cat's Pokemon said, same sometimes. It's literally too hot to eat. No, yeah. It's too hot to be outside sometimes. And I like being outside, but like when it's hot, like don't take me home. Yeah, I do agree, Evan. The headphones, they are amazing. They're so good. The only thing is I wish they sold them in pink. I didn't see a pink version of it, but they're really nice. Fate said King of the Weather. You only operate in the US or are there other King of the Weathers in the comments? On the continents? Keila said hurricane, okay. Hurricane Fossil is in the Eastern Pacific, stay safe. King of the said they only operate in the United States. Evan said, King of the Weather, why do you call yourself that? Are you legal weatherman? Hey, Sapien, how are you doing today? King of the said they work from home, but they know everything. Yes, King of the Weather is Uniquely Mia's weather person on the channel, so we have our own exclusive weatherman here. But for now, they only provide updates for weather things that are happening in the US of A. Anyone has a skill, because King of the Weather is practicing, because they said one day that he would like to become tornado chaser, perhaps a king of the weather news anchor, meteorologist, and a lot of other things falling under that belt. So category your resume. So you know what? If anyone has a skill that you want to practice on Unique Lumire's channel, feel free to do that because we have weather updates. I know Anti-Emoji, they provide us with space updates, which is really cool. So yeah, we got the criminal justice, public administration updates from Unique Lumia, psychology updates sometimes. I know Jake said they were studying to be a psychiatrist, I believe. So I guess we have our own mental health professional too on the channel. So if there's any skill that you want to practice, come to Unique Lumia's channel. We can all learn from each other, honestly. Like, this is a safe space. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. And you know what? I'm all about acquiring skills or furthering your skills that'll benefit you in your real world, in your job force or workforce or like academically. So hey, if you want to practice that skill here, feel free to do that. What are we saying? Evan said, King of the Weather. King, so are we experiencing global warming? Come on. Sapien said, bold colors. Don't you ever get tired of them? Genuinely interested? No, I never get tired of bold colors. Never, honestly. Because I'm like sometimes I'll be in an all black mood. So sometimes I'll wear all black clothing. I'm looking at my closet. I don't have a lot of all black clothing, but sometimes I'll wear all black clothing. Normally when I'm like at a job, having to wear like a professional suit at an interview. But like I just like color. I've just always liked color. So yeah. My handbags, I literally have any color you could think about for my handbag, I have it. When I was younger, I went through a phase where like I just wanted to buy handbags a lot. I still do that, but like as I've gotten older, I've come to realize the quality of handbags are good. So like I tend to save my money, and if I get a new handbag, it's gonna be a little more expensive, so I save my money for that. So I don't buy handbags like regularly now, but like when I was younger, I did that a lot. So I have like any color you could think of, I have it in my handbag collection. And for my clothes, same thing. Almost any color you could think of. Except for lilac, that's a hard color, as Evan said. I have it. So yeah, color's just fun. Makes the world brighter, in my opinion. Evan said, King of the Weather is literally the god of the skies. He knows when it will rain. Vernon said, that's cool. I watched the movie Twister as a child and wanted to chase tornadoes. Nice. King of the Weather said, severe thunderstorm warning in Minnesota. Stay safe if you're there. Okay, nice. Cats and Pokemon said they can provide updates on your cats. Okay, love to hear. How's your cat doing? Cats and Pokemon. Okay, in Wisconsin, Arizona, stay safe. Vernon said, what if you like multicolor but don't want to be mistaken for being gay? Well, as I always say, I'm not part of that community, but you know what? I like color. And so people see me from outside who don't know Unique Lumia. They'll see me wearing color. They're going to be like, she's part of that community. As I always say, when people ask me that question, because I have a tapestry at school too that's colorful, and they're like, are you part of the LGBTQ community? I'm like, no, but I just like color. We gotta remember, color existed long before that flag was created. Okay, before the idea of like having this flag that represents your sexual orientation, color existed long before. Okay. Because I distinctly remember a time when that happened to me. Like, I remember I was, like, in high school. I was with my cousin, and we went to it was my cousin on my mom's side, and we went to my cousin's cousin. They weren't my cousin, because they were, like, their cousin on, like, their mom's side. And, yeah. So, if you get it. Basically, my cousin's cousin, the house that I went to, they weren't my cousin, but I went with my cousin. Okay? So, it was, like, a bunch of random little boys. And, like, they were just asking me what's my favorite color, and I'm like, oh, I like all colors. Like, I can't really choose. Because, like, back then, like, I liked the color pink, but, like, I didn't really, like, appreciate the color pink. So I just told them, I just thought it would just be easier to tell people, you know what? I like all colors. I told them I like all colors, and they started questioning me, what's your outfit like? What's your clothing like? I'm like, different colors? And a whole bunch of stuff. They were like, and then they just automatically told me, you're part of this community. I looked at them, I'm like, what are you talking about? Just because I like colors? And I came home and I told my mom, and she was like, that doesn't really make sense. So as I grew older and I realized, obviously, all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome on the channel as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So if you're part of that community and you see color and you see your flag with all the colors, and you're like, you know what, this flag represents Pride Month. This flag represents all the people that falls under. If you want to say that, you do you. But color existed long before that idea came about. So yeah, to answer Vernon, who asked that question? I forgot who answered that question. Yeah, so to answer Vernon's question, what if you like multicolors but don't want to be mistaken for being gay? Just remember, color existed long before that idea or concept was accepted into society. Because we can't say made aware people, because I feel like, yeah, we can't say that, but like before it was like into mainstream culture. Liking the color. Look at the rainbow in the sky. Do you like the rainbow in the sky? We're going to say the rainbow's gay. That's what we're going to say now. So if you're a guy, you like multicolors, don't care about what the world thinks about you. Wear your colors, okay? Fate said, wrote the butterflies. Love to see it. Nice, nice. King of the Weather said there's a flash flood warning in Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona, North Carolina. Stay safe, stay safe. Evan said, yes, global temperatures in 2005. Oh, why 2005? In 2025 have continued to be unusually warm, with some months ranking as the second or or third warmest on record. Wow. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Kat's Pokemon colors, and just for people who's part of that community who's gay, yeah. Vernon said a lot of things existed before that are now considered gay. Exactly. Like, as societies change, so are social expectations and things social standards and what this represents and this is gonna represent, it's gonna mean. So ultimately, at the end of the day, you gotta do you. So like, if you're like, hey, I want to stray away from wearing multicolored because I don't want people to mistake me for being part of this community, and you don't want them to do that, if you care about that, what people think, to an extreme for that, random people on the street, don't wear the color. But if you're like, hey, I know the history of this color, I want to wear it because I genuinely like it, and I'm never going to see these people again. Who cares what they think about me? You do you, honestly. So yeah. So it all just relates to your lived experiences and what you really want to do. But yeah, I grew up wearing a lot of color. I didn't even know. I don't know if it's really bad to say, but like I was homeschooled a little bit. So like, obviously, like in movies, you saw people who were gay in movies, but like I guess I didn't really fully comprehend it because I didn't watch a lot of shows like that or movies like that. But like, I remember one time I went to, I think the first time I ever like became fully aware that like wearing colorful clothing, I kind of put like not a title on you, whether you wanted that title or didn't want that title, was when I remember distinctly, I think I was in at least freshman year of high school, not for high school, of college, freshman year of college. Yeah, I went to Marshall's with my mom and I saw this really cute outfit. Like, I loved it. It was like a pair of shorts and shirt, and it was tie-dye. Like, it had tie-dye on it, and I loved it so much because it was like, it had the pink, it had the yellow, it had the blue, it was tie-dye outfit, but it had hearts in front of it. So I looked at the hearts and I picked it up and I brought it to my mom, and she was like, you know, if you wear that, people's gonna think you're part of this community. I'm like, wait, what? Like, because I'm wearing this and it just has hearts on it? She was like, yeah. So, like, that was the first time that, like, I really learned that, like, hey, if you wear this specific thing, people think you're this. So, it's either so, yeah. I still bought the outfit, though, because I really liked it. It was really pretty. But I lost it, too. The shorts shrunk. I washed it, and then it shrunk, which sucked. But, yeah. What do we say? King of the Weather said there's a special marine warning for Lake Ontario from near 30-mile point to be fair. To Fairhaven, those are waters. Okay, stay safe. Fate said, to be honest, Verdon, this gotta be the most gayest generation ever, though. Oh my god. Um, King of the Weather said, and waters of Lake Michigan, near shore and open waters to mid lake. Okay, stay safe, stay safe. Wow. I've been too much. Wait, what are you typing? Oh my god. Cat's Pokemon said also, I don't think gay people go around looking for a person with colorful clothing to pounce on. That's an ideology straight people have. Exactly. I feel like I do agree with that statement. But yeah, I do agree with that because, like, stereotypes, like, yeah. I've never actually spoken to somebody part of that community to ask them, hey, that would be an interesting interview to have. Like, hey, what do you think about this? Like, that would be interesting. But I've never spoken, like, I've spoken to people part of the community, but, like, I didn't know them good enough to, like, ask them these questions and, like, deep questions. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened, Cat's Pokemon. Because 9 times out of 10, now that you wrote that comment, Cat's Pokemon said that she wouldn't be surprised if it's, like, straight people who created that ideology or stigma that colorful clothing are for gay people only. Now that you say it, I can honestly see that. I can see that being true. But once again, we don't know. But you know what? More of the stories, if you want to wear color, wear the color. Evan said, Sun Fate, we are growing fruits we have never seen before. Here now, like avocados and olives. Fate said, facts. It's now ridiculous to love rainbows for what it is, simply a rainbow. Vernon said, oh no, I personally don't care. I mainly wear darker clothes. I know people in general might though. Oh yeah. Yeah, more of the story is, as long as you're not hurting somebody and you are happy with the way you are, do what you want to do, be who you want to be, honestly. So yeah. So as my mom always taught me, as I will bestow upon you, who are we to judge other human beings? I know sometimes I'll have a mustache. I'll have a mustache. And when I have it, people will often come on my live stream like, ew, you're a girl. You're not supposed to have a mustache. Who are you to judge another human being? So you can look at it outside of the example that I use for my mustache, but, like, take it in general. Like, you know what? We're all humans. Obviously, we people have very strong opinions. So on this channel, all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. That's one of my core foundations on my channel, just because I feel like, you know what, the world can be very scary. People can be very mean. So at least when you come onto this channel, you can say, hey, even if, because sometimes I won't agree with everything people say, but, like, even, you know, if we don't agree with each other, at least, you know, you can be respected, and this can be a safe space where we can engage in topics. So that way we can further each other's knowledge and learn from each other, because that's how change in society occurs, and that's how people just become educated in general. So yeah, never really judge another person, because who are you to judge another human? It's literally in the 10 Commandments for all the religious people on thou shalt not judge. So just a lesson everyone could take outside of excluding that conversation we were having in general. I feel like it was a good pivot. So these are the nails. We put the glitter on. I do think it's pretty cool. God, it has to dry. I think it's cool. So let's see what we're talking about. Okay, King of the Weather, what's your joke? Fate said, that Succession, you're saying there's a link between Succession and global warming. Wow, did not know that. Evan said projections show that climate emergency could have considerable impacts in England. Wow, stay safe. The probability of heat wave could also increase 5-fold. Wow. Yes, there is a link between ecological succession and global warming. Climate change, including global warming, can significantly alter the rate. Wow, we have recently seen red robins returning to the UK. Okay, they left because it was too cold, and now they're back. That tells us everything we need to know. I feel someone is trying to ruin the earth. Cats Pokemon said also, I know lots of gay people and they don't wear rainbows 24/7. It's usually during Pride Month. So the whole rainbow equates to being gay. Just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I just feel like sometimes people forget. color existed, guys. You can't, nobody can claim color. I mean, in my opinion, nobody could claim color. People can say whatever they want to say, but like, you can't claim a color or colors. So yeah, it's like the idea of saying girls can like the color blue and green, but when boys like the color pink and purple, it's a problem. What? Double standards? Why is this double standard existing? It's just another form of like gender discrimination and gender stereotypes when you look at it that way. So yeah, Evan said, I don't pay attention to the gay parade. However, I don't participate. For me, I just like rainbow much. Exactly. That's the same with me. Like, you know what? Like, as long as you live your life, if you're not hurting me, you do you. I'm not gonna judge you. You do you. But like, I just like the color, honestly. Vernon said, I've never seen you with a mustache. Really? Really? Okay. Yeah, I want to go back to school, most likely, because that hurts to take it off. But my mom had me wax it off. So if you want to see me waxing it off, go to my YouTube homepage, click shorts, and you can watch the video. Fate said, I did an experiment on Seed Bank. Okay, one time, Evan, we were able to predict the planet that will grow in an area 30 years in the future. Really? Wow. It's funny how many seeds are in the soil. Okay, cool. Exactly. Mustaches grow everywhere. But like, you know what happens? Once again, I could go on a huge debate on like all of the like, I did it in the past, but I could go like on a huge debate on like a discussion, like all the double standards that exist, okay? All the double standards that exist in society that makes females feel, or that at least tries to make females feel a certain way about having a mustache or having this or having that. Like, I feel like some people forget that, you know what? It's either they didn't go through biology class, or like you didn't pay attention to biology class. Cause like it's really interesting. It's really interesting. So I could go on a long debate, but I do agree, Evan, that mustaches grow on every face, not just males. Is literally just a human thing. A human thing. But you know what I've equated it to? I feel like when I do have, when Uniquely Mia does have her mustache, and like people come on and you're like, hey, look at your mustache, look at it. They're just jealous. Like, don't worry. If you're jealous, you could at least try to, like, you'll grow one hopefully one day. So that's what I equate it to, because it's like, it's just really funny sometimes. But it's really interesting. But like, human biology, take the class. When I was in elementary school, I took human biology with my mom, learned about the reproductive system, everything. It was a very uncomfortable class, but I learned about it. She sat me down. She forced me to do that. So I'm not sure if your parents weren't there with you to force you to go through that human bio class. YouTube University. Because I can't make videos on that, but like YouTube University. King Luella said, where do skeletons live? Dead ends. I mean, that's kind of like I don't know, King Luella. I guess I could see how it was gonna try to be a joke. That's kind of sad. I don't know, kind of like a sad joke. Vernon said, I definitely judge people. I just try to keep my opinion to myself. Exactly. And like, that's what you gotta do. If you want to judge people, keep your opinion to yourself. Okay? Yeah, 100%. Cat's Pokemon said, wow, that's cool, Faye. Evan said, people are so dumb. Women absolutely grow mustache. And nope, if it isn't just us brown women who grows them, what people also do, it's just that their hair color is blonde sometimes. Exactly, yeah. Evan said, sunfate, yes. Plants are very interested indeed. We know which fruit and vegetables to grow, because if it gets any hotter, we might be able to grow dates. Okay. That's Saudi Arabia heat level. Wow. Fate said, thanks, cats. Just take 10 bowl of random soil outside. Wet the soil continuously for 3 months or so. You'll be surprised how many species of plants you'll see during the period. Wow. So is it any seeds or what? Wow. Okay, side conversations. Love to see it. Evan said, I think if you ever get a boyfriend, he can help you shape. I think it's good bonding, and if he cannot accept your trash, he ain't the one. 100% Evan. And take that advice. Everyone has great advice from Evan. Son Faith, that's shocking. But most would be wild. Plant. That's great. That's funny. Spade said. Like, I remember when I got my mustache waxed off, I told Stu that when G reaches the age of puberty and he starts growing mustaches, I'm going to take him to get his mustache waxed. I said I'm gonna do that. I could do it. I'll do it. I'll sneak him out. But like, because like, and no, the only way I'll ever do that to G is if he ever makes fun of my mustache. That's the only way I'll ever do it to him. Because you know what? The pain of getting your mustache waxed off is terrible. So I'm saying it right now in this stream. When G hits puberty, if he ever makes fun of like any female's mustache, if I ever hear he made fun of any female's mustache or like my mustache or my mom's, I'm taking him to the Asians and he is getting that thing waxed off because you don't know the pain. Okay? You do not know the pain. Fate said, you'd be surprised how many exotic seed species you'd see, Evan. They just, okay, lying dormant. Said, we had neighbors who grew pumpkins. They did it out of poverty. We used to laugh at them because we didn't need to do it because we had supermarkets, but they did it to save money. I guess that's smart. Do it to save money. That's really smart. That's what Mom said. Wow, so the earth has the potential to grow so much. So the current conditions of earth aren't letting things thrive like they usually would. Or is it pollution? Angela said, what do you call nachos without the chips? I like my cheese drippy, bruh. Okay, that's kind of funny. Thank you, AZN. I'm glad you like my nails. I do think it came out pretty cute. Fate said, yeah, Mia, there are seeds in the soil called seed banks. Okay. They just lay dormant. That's a divider of succession. Okay. That's why the plant community in the area has changed for centuries. Okay, that sounds really cool. I can't try that in America, but like if I go to like South America, the Caribbean, I feel like that would be fun to try. But you said in 3 months you would see the effects. I won't be there in 3 months. That would be cool to see. So I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna come back to his live stream when it's finished, and I'll take like screenshots because that sounds really cool to try. Sounds like when people say like it's really hot outside, they go outside and they like put an egg in a frying pan and they leave in the sun to see if it'll cook it. That sounds like that with the seeds to see like what would grow if I just like water the soil like you said. And see. Evan said we currently at around 30C, but DW, okay. I think next year it might hit like 35 to 40. Very scary. Oh, okay, you're on Celsius, okay. I do water. What? And like I'm a shadow. Oh my gosh. No, it felt like that in New York like last week. Last week, Evan, as soon as like I went outside, it was just so hot. You would go outside and you would stand up and you're sweating. You walk 5 minutes, the sweat turned into water. So global warming is really, really scary. And then, but today it was hot, but like at least they had the breeze coming at me. So it wasn't like ridiculously hot where I was like, couldn't do anything. But like, it's been like that. I even said I'm moving to Iceland for real. No more of this heat. I live in an attic. Oh, so it's even hotter in the attic because the sun. But if you go to Iceland, won't it be too cold for you? Or you're like, I'd rather be cold than warm. I feel that. Because even no matter how hot it is outside, even when I go to sleep, like it's still hot. I'm about to go to sleep like in an hour. I turn my fan on. I get underneath my comforter. This is 2 comforters, by the way. This is 2. So I get under 2 different comforters. And I have that fan on because, like, I sleep cold. Like, I love when it's cold because, like, you could get a blanket and wrap up in your blanket and be nice and cozy. Cat's Blickman said, I thought the joke was going to be nacho cheese like your cheese. Said, oh my, waxing lady's business closed down. Oh no, you were sent her to shop like an airy monkey. You just hoping it was her day off and no, that's crazy. Wow. Hopefully you found another one if that's what you want. But like they have heavy hands. And then the worst part is when I got my mustache taken off, my mom, she squeezed like a blackhead. So the blackhead was still healing. Luckily it's healed because I don't feel it or see it anymore. But I had a blackhead that was healing. So she literally put the wax on the blackhead and she ripped it off. It hurt so bad. If you watch my YouTube Shorts video, you can see when I think it's my right side. You'll be able to tell because when she waxed one side of my like face, my reaction to the pain was just so much more than the reaction to the other side, because she like irritated the still healing blackhead. It was totally uncomfortable. Apparently botanist, very intelligent. Fate said, I'm a scientist. I think, oh, you think? If a fire destroys an area, seed banks, which is the seed laying dormant in the seeds of places. Wow, okay. And the resulting population is different from the previous population. Okay, cool, cool. So we have our own botanist slash scientist on the live stream. Very nice. So we're learning about seeds. So if the zombie apocalypse ever happens, Fate, or like the end of the world, it seems like you need to be like, well, you need to be in family and all the supporters so you can like tell us how to grow our food so we can survive and sustain off the land. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. My brain always goes back because when I first started live streaming, I did like apocalyptic discussions. It was really fun. Where like I would like strategize with some of the supporters how to survive an apocalypse, and we literally created a whole plan. It was really fun. But so yeah, my brain always goes back to that when I hear like your cool skills that everyone has on stream, which is nice. Cat's Pokemon said, "Oh, I have a question for you, Evan. Okay, I go to European Wax Center. It's a chain in America. Is it actually in Europe, or is it just advertising to Americans?" Fate said, means there is different standard vegetation and seed bank. Evan said, I'd rather be cold because I can survive, but I just don't want to have an iceberg hit Iceland because global warming can melt ice. No, exactly. Evan said, nah, I just plucked and shaved my own hair now. So I save a little money, around 10 pounds every 2 weeks. Okay. So that's good. Save the money everywhere you can. Save it everywhere you can. I remember my mom, when I was younger, she bought like not homemade, but like, she bought like the waxing strips to use at home. She never used it because we were scared. Like, because my mom, she would use it, and she was scared to, she never used it because she was scared that if she used it, she would be too chicken to pull it off, and like it would be stuck in her arm. So we just had it, and it was just like sitting on the shelf for like years until we finally threw it away, because it was just like the idea of it was very scary. Cat's Pokemon said, also, Mia, when she did your wax, she didn't put pressure on the area. She just waxed, which helps a lot. Oh, she's supposed to put pressure? Oh my gosh, what? It's not a lot of pressure, but just rest in 2 fingers area helps. Yeah, she did not do that. She did not do that. Because I got, like, I don't like doing it. But, like, anytime with my mom, she's always like, you need to get your mustache waxed off. So, like, I remember I did the first time last year. And I posted that in my reaction video. You might have to scroll a while on my YouTube shorts. But I did post a reaction video to when I first got it done last year for the first time ever. It hurt, but it didn't hurt as much as it did when the Asian woman did it. But, like, now that you say it, Kat, like I always say, my mom, she's always going to the nail salon, Asian nail salons in our neighborhood to get her pedicures and her manicures. I'm like, you know what, do it's affordable, but I just always say, you know, they're probably not like, they're not nail technicians in the way where like they went to school and they got their certification, so they learned the correct way to do it. So it's always caution. So like, it's the same thing when they wax my mustache. But when I tell you that thing hurt, it hurt so bad that like never again in my life. Never, ever again. My mom's like, the hair removal lotion has chemicals and all that. Let me take the chemicals because that just hurts so bad. Evan said, okay, Fate, this is a test. Does compost or natural soil grow plants better? Cat's Pokemon said that's why they usually wear gloves, because they apply pressure after the wax to ease the sting. Oh, okay, I did not know that. Evan said, I got a weird itch after a woman did mine. I never went back. She gave me, contact. Oh no, that is not good. That's not good. Good thing you didn't go back. Good thing you did not go back. Fate said, so compost, I guess. Evan said, cats, I've heard of the European Waxing Center. Nope, I don't think that is a thing in the UK. Wrong. Brandon said, have you ever tried nail? Yeah, I did try that. I have tried that for like my mustache. That's what I normally used to use. But after I use it, it always like turns my skin red. And I told my mom that one time, and she said I probably have like an allergic reaction to it. So in the future, like if I do want to take off my mustache, I'll just buy like a different brand of the hair removal lotion instead of Nair and see if that works better for me. Because I know they have different brands, but I don't know. My mom just uses Nair, so that's why I've always bought it. But I think I may be allergic to that one. But yeah, I have used that one. Evan said, at Fate, the natural soul grows the crop slash food quicker by a great margin. I've tried container, and it grew 2 weeks, but the compost took around 8 weeks. Wow. No, and it's just weird. It is weird. It is wild. Glad you never went back because that's scary. Cat's Pokemon said, yeah, I had a bad experience too. She only charges $30 for a Brazilian, but afterwards I got an ingrown hair. Oh, no, that's not good. Not only go to salons with sanitizing, training, and certified professionals. Exactly. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Evan said, oh, Vernon, it's my eyebrows. But you know what my mom does or used to do? She would get threading. Like she used to do that a lot when I was younger. She would go, but the Asians never did in threading. It was the South Asians, like the people who look Indian. Sometimes they were actually from India. But she would get it threaded. But she said that hurts a lot more than like getting it waxed off. But I would never do anything to my eyebrows because I like my eyebrows. The only thing I'll probably do is like this. But like, it's pretty good. Alrighty, what are we saying? Cat's Pokemon said the cheaper price isn't worth it. Yeah, it really isn't. Really isn't. I mean, unless you go like to Groupon, but like, if it's like advertised at a cheaper price, that's why I always say like, sometimes my mom's like, I'm always saying I need my back cracked because like there's this one area in my back where it's like, feels like it needs to be cracked. And mom's like, let's go to a chiropractor. And there's like a chiropractor down the street from our house, from my mom's house. And I'm like, Mom, like we're kind of in like a low income neighborhood. We are in a low income. I'm like, Mom, we're not in a high income neighborhood. Like, let's go to like a chiropractor if the insurance will take it in a high income neighborhood to get like a chiropractor if you want our back to be cracked. Because I don't know, in the low income neighborhoods, guys, people just be like, you don't even know if they're certified. If they are certified, will they actually do the correct things to the book? It's like I always say. I said when I hit 1 million supporters on YouTube, I will go skydiving. When I hit 1 million supporters on YouTube, you think I'm going skydiving in with a company that rich people don't use? I want to go skydiving with the company that the wealthy people use. That's what I want to do. Go sky. Well, does it diminish the fact that, hey, if the parachute isn't locked and loaded, I'm gonna die? No, it doesn't. If no parachute is there, they can make mistakes at the skydiving company that wealthy people use. But like, I just feel better opposed to going to a skydiving company that a whole bunch of low income individuals like myself would possibly use if I want to go skydiving right now. So yeah, you just got to be mindful of what you use or where you go. Hey Leroy, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. You said feet, okay. What are we saying? Can I be a moderator? No, we're not doing moderator statuses in this live stream. I'll be ending it relatively soon. Evan said the itch was after she threatened my eyebrows. Threaded your eyebrows. Oh, but I think she touched someone. Oh, okay. Who had, I don't want to mispronounce the word. Okay. And she didn't wash her hands after. Ugh. She must sanitize the area before. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, yeah. Oh, pedicure. Yeah, I didn't. My mom got a pedicure. Did I live stream a pedicure? Yeah, I think I live streamed some of my mom's pedicure, Leroy. So if you want to go watch that, go to my YouTube homepage, click live, and you're going to have to scroll back until sometime last week. I think it was maybe last Thursday. My mom got her pedicure and I live streamed it. So definitely check out that video. Cat's Mom said, I went to a threading place and they said my eyebrows are too thin. Oh, it'd be best to have it plucked or waxed. Oh, okay. Evan said, at Fate. No, not in my experience. Numerous times I've checked materials still. Gave me rapid growth with, okay, quarter seeds. Very hero berries, so I'm getting to old age. Having hair is a sign of health. Oh, okay, nice. Okay. Shout out to my health then. Thank you so much for that. I did not know that. What's Twitch? Twitch is another streaming platform. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I think my Twitch username is uniquelamia123. So feel free to follow me on Twitch. I'll start streaming on there in the future. Cat's Pokemon said. But I think the streaming on Twitch, it can be vertical like this, or it can be horizontal. So it's like the YouTube. So I feel like Twitch is like the YouTube for streamers, for live streamers predominantly, based on what I've seen. Cat's Pokemon said, I literally film my brows every day. They're non-existent. Really? What about oil? Maybe like, I don't know. Random advice from Uniquely Me, hair grease? I don't know. Cats and Pokemon. I don't know. But hair grease, right? Because if you want to grow your eyebrow hair, if I want to grow my hair on my head, I'm just going to put like hair grease, super grow. So if you want to grow your eyebrows, I mean, don't go outside with the grease. So like if you're inside like on Saturday, Sunday, you know you're not going outside in front of people, just grease your eyebrows and have it sit all day. Maybe that'll grow it. Skydiving is dangerous in general. Might as well skydive off a spirit plane. Really? Really, Vernon? Evan said, I think thick hair and eyebrows make people look young. Really? I've never heard that before. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, you can tattoo. Yeah, you can get microbladed too, Cats and Pokemon. Because, like, yeah, microblading, I watched a lot of YouTube videos when I was younger before I started making content, so I know of random beauty facts because there was, what was the name? I forgot the name of it. There was this, like, company on YouTube, this channel, and they posted a whole bunch of different videos from, like, beauty content to food videos to, like, cooking videos a lot. And that one excursion that they did was microblading, and it's like a tattoo on your eye. It's expensive. They said sometimes it could be like $500 to $1,000 to get microbladed, but people said sometimes it's worth the price for them because they don't have to, like, use the eye pencil and they save money because makeup is expensive. Makeup adds up. So sometimes you'll go to the store and you'll buy like some mascara, your eyebrow gel, and you'll spend like $50 there. Then you're going to go back in 2 weeks. That's another $50 to $100. So if you look at the long-term price of microblading to how much you're probably spending on makeup, microblading could probably be the benefit. I told my mom to get it, but like she doesn't really trust it. I don't think she did more research into microblading, but I feel like she probably would like microblading, my mom. Evan said, I knew a girl who shaved her eyebrows off and used hairspray to keep them on her face. Otherwise, the rain washed them away. Wow. One day she forgot her eyebrows and I couldn't stop looking. Oh, no, but how did she keep it on when she shaved it off, though? I know they have the tattoos for the eyebrows. I've seen people use that. Like, individuals who have alopecia, they don't have the eyebrows because it falls off. So they use the tattoos, but I've never seen somebody use hairspray to like keep it on. Kat said, I have extremely oily skin. Oh, so you're not worried that microblading. Oh, you're worried that microblading will fade. Maybe do some research into it. Like maybe call like a company if you're really interested in it and be like, hey, ask. I'm sure. I feel like people who have oily skin would get it. They probably just have to use like a different formula for you. Something like that. Hey Gary, welcome. How are you doing today? Evan said, oh, she drew them all with a pencil, okay, and then used hairspray and glue to keep them on her face. Wow. My mom's doing good, Gary. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing today? Cats and Pokemon said, yeah, I can't believe people used to get made fun of for having thick eyebrows. Thick eyebrows are beautiful. Well, thank you so much for your kind words, Cats and Pokemon. I do have the thick eyebrows. But yeah, my mom told me like when she was growing up, she was made fun of for her eyebrows a lot. So I guess that's why she like waxed it off and like did the threading and things like that. But I was never made fun of for having thick eyebrows. I don't think. If I did, I don't remember. Yeah, that's my knowledge. Evan said when she had a bad day, she didn't draw them on her face. And just like huge cause eyebrows, frame the face, it gives you structure. Yeah, so like you were looking at her face because you were like, because like I'm sure when you look at somebody like that in person, you're like, when does your forehead end? I feel like that's what was happening with you, Evan, because like no eyebrows, it would just be skin all around. So it's like you just see the forehead, then you see the eyes, and you're like, what's happening? Evan said, I have nice eyebrows. So does my brother. Okay, nice. So it's in your genetics. Very nice, very nice. Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Glad you could be here. Why do women wear makeup and perfume? Because they ugly and stank. That's not a very good joke, Anthony. Yeah. Yeah, don't find that to be funny. Remember, all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome on the channel as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Uniquely Mia tries not to be biased, but I am biased against women because I am a female. So let's not take no hate for females. No hate for men either, but like, yeah, I don't think that's funny. You're sorry, Anthony? Okay, okay. Fate said thick eyebrows could definitely take you 1 to 3 levels up in attractiveness, male or female. Okay, cool, cool. Evan said, wait, take you up 1 to 3. You guys be rating people? Is that what I'm hearing? That's funny. That's what I got from that comment from Fate. So you like, you look at somebody and you be like, they're a 10 or like they're a 5. Is that based on their eyebrows, Fate? Is that what you be doing? Eyebrows can take somebody up 1 to 3 levels. That's funny. Evan said, yeah, because she looked like a hard-boiled egg. Legit weird. It was like Mr. Potato. Oh my gosh, wow. I'm so glad that you guys do not have to roast me, and that Uniquely Mia's channel is where we can always communicate to each other in a kind of respectful way. Because, man, if I had to enter into a roasting battle with y'all, I feel like particularly Evan and perhaps Fate with that 1 to 3 levels with a roasting battle, that would not be a fun roast. Oh my gosh. Where did you get a hard-boiled egg from? And you actually put the egg emoji and then Mr. Potato. I had a Mr. Potato, and I remember, like, missing Mr. Potato's eyebrows when you had to put him back together. Cat's Pokemon said, I use my natural eyebrow shape to fill in my eyebrows, shaving them off seems... No, exactly. That's smart, too, Cat's Pokemon, because that's what you're trying to do. I feel like when I watch people fill in their eyebrows, that's what you're trying to do. Like, you're trying to get, like, the shape. So, like, if you already have the shape, just take the pencil or the eyebrow gel and be like, fill it in. Evan said Anthony Lee is part-time troll. I know him. You good, girl? A fellow troll. Okay, so you guys can spot each other. Vernon said, I have thick eyebrows, and my classmates used to say I look like Sesame Street character. That's so mean. Don't even remember them, think about them, Vernon. Now imagine what their eyebrows look like. And they're probably not happy with the thin eyebrows now. If they are, shout out to them. But don't even listen to people. People who are mean to you, they're just jealous of you. What do we say? You heard it in the cartoon South Park. You blame cartoons for what you said, Anthony. Okay, okay. Cat's Pokemon said, it's one of those, it's funny because it's dumb jokes. Oh, okay. What are we saying? Evan said Faith, they don't get extra points at all. Evan said, Mia and Anthony are in rehab in Mia's channel. Okay, okay. Glad you could be in rehab when you come on to Uniquely Mia's channel. Glad you could be in rehab and don't troll nobody on this channel. Anthony said, Mia's the only live I don't troll in. Well, I'm honored. I'm really honored that I'm the only live stream that you don't troll in, Anthony. Thank you for that. Thank you for not trolling. Really appreciate it. Hey, JR. How are you doing today? Glad you could be on the live stream. Welcome, welcome back. Did you do anything interesting for the day? In this live stream, had a chat. Was really, really great. Did a manicure. Had some dinner. Fate said, yes, Mia, we all have a facial card rating. Attractiveness is worked on, no matter how handsome you are. Okay, okay. All right, love to hear your opinion. Okay. Evan said, isn't it funny how Mia is literally the only person who I'm assuming you mean no one trolls. Wait, not one troll chooses a troll. You know what? I feel like what happens to me, like, what happens is, like, sometimes on my YouTube when I stream, I think people try to troll me, but, like, I take things literal. That makes sense? So, like, sometimes, like, because I feel like I have to take things literal, what you say, because, like, I can't see your facial expression. I can't see your body language. So, yeah, everything that trolls say, I take it literal. So, like, if they troll me and they say something mean, even though it's a way to troll, I'm not getting that because, like, I can't see you. So like I respond to you in like a serious manner, and like anytime I like somebody say something mean, sometimes first off with trolls, not all trolls, but like 9 times out of 10, the ones that I've encountered, sometimes they'll do it really mean, but like I try to change it, be like, hey, this is why we shouldn't say this. This is what we can learn from this. And you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness on the channel. I feel like from that, when I am trolled, I convert the trolls, if that makes sense. So to be positive. All right, what are we saying? Vernon said, we was kids. I said way worse things to them. Wow. Evan said, that is like sort of an achievement. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I will definitely take that achievement, Evan. Thank you. Yari said, that's because she's too sweet. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words. What are we saying? Basically, trolls don't troll you. Me, okay. I'm glad they don't troll me. Glad you guys don't troll me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Gary said, and she's the only one I've ever given money to a super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Gary. I do remember that. You definitely donated to the channel. It was much appreciated. What about the guy I said I like your face? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like my face, too. I feel like I have a pretty good face. It's the only face I'll ever have. I mean, I won't get plastic surgery on my face. So, yeah, it's the only face I'll ever have. So I like my face, too. I mean, it's a little creepy when somebody compliments you that way, but, like, it's a new compliment. They could just be looking at me like, hey, because, like, you'll be outside sometimes. You'll be watching a movie and, like, you know what? That person has a nice face. But, like, when you watch a movie or when you see a person in person with a nice face, you're not going to, like, randomly walk up to them because you know that's kind of, like, thing to say. But, like, I've learned, like, when I'm streaming, hey, I can see me, you can see me. I got a pretty nice face. So, you know, if you like my face, I like my face too. But, like, the context is really funny sometimes. Evan said Mia doesn't react. Vernon said, I honestly think most people range from a 4 to a 6. Okay. Evan said, Vernon, I'm a 10. Yeah, I don't really live up to the ratings. Obviously, like, you gotta like how you look. Like, so, yeah. So, like, if somebody were to see me and be like, hey, she's a 4, she's a 5, she's a 6, that's your opinion. Everybody has their own idea of what pretty is and what ugly is, to be honest. Somebody who's pretty for one person, I can see that person and be like, ew, what is happening? So, like, honestly, that's another thing I feel like society made. Like, obviously, there are some people who's being their unique self. All opinion, people, ideas are welcome on the channel as long as we communicate to each other in a kind of respectful way. But there are some people who are really unique looking. And it's like, okay, you just gotta look at them. But, like, honestly, if you feel like you're a 10, you be your 10. If you feel like you're a 9, you feel like you're an 8, you be your 8, you be your 9. So, yeah, just gotta be realistic with yourself, to be honest, is what I think. All right, I think the worst thing I said to Mia was about the beach having pee on it. I'm sorry. Oh, the bench having pee on it. Okay. Sorry. I had to bring up that again because it's like, no, but I do remember that. And because I sat in it in my skirt and the skirt was cotton or is cotton, so, like, it absorbed all the water. It was not. And, like, it started to smell after you said that, Evan. So, I don't know. We washed the skirt. And I showered immediately as soon as I came home that day because that was in my head that you said the bench had pee on it. And I sat in the bench. Cat's Pokemon said trolls thrive off of attention and Mia doesn't give them attention. 100%. Evan said, but since my last joke to Mia, I have come so far. I'm really a changed person. Glad you're able to be a changed person, Evan. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you are embracing the positivity of the Unique with Mia channel. Anthony said, I trolled Mia at the beginning when I first watched her live stream. I realized it didn't bother her, so I gave up. Plus, we're both Sagittarius, and I like her. Shout out Sagittarius, like, best zodiac sign ever. If you are not a Sagittarius, shout out to you. because Sagittariuses are the best signs ever, and uniquely Mia supporters, no matter what your zodiac sign is, you are the best sign ever as well, because you subscribe to Uniquely Mia channel and you became part of the unique community where you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. And I realized I said community really weird just now. I don't know why. I was talking too fast. My words were like spreading or elongating it or whatever. But yeah, fellow Sagittarius. Shout out to you, Sagittarius. Shout out Centaurs. Go Centaurs. Like 100%. We are in Greek mythology, which I love. Obsessed with Greek mythology. Vernon said, that's probably the first thing I notice about you. You either don't realize you're being trolled or don't react to it. Yeah. Yeah, like you don't have to react to anything. Or not. I mean, you don't have to react to everything. One of the early lessons that my parents taught me. Don't gotta react to everyone. Evan said, Anthony Lee, I agree. Same for me. It's odd how trolls think alike. It's funny. Do you think he was trolling? I don't. You know, I still really don't understand the idea of trolling. Like, I get, like, saying mean things on, not mean things, but just saying random things on people's channel. I feel like sometimes, some trolls are mean, but, like, saying random things. But, yeah, I really don't get, like, the full idea behind trolling. So, you know what? I can't say if the person who said they liked my face was trolling or not. They could have just really liked my face. I have a pretty great face. They could have really liked my face. So, I don't know. I don't know, Gary. Evan said, Anthony Lee, I think Mia is the opposite of the ice cream man. What? I like a nice face too. Got to Pokemon. Gary said, I've never said that to anybody in person. Yeah, I don't walk up to somebody and say, you know what, if you walk up to somebody and say you like their face, you might scare them. But it could be a conversation start if that person is willing to talk to you, but don't do it randomly, please. Maybe do it with your family members, see what they say. But don't walk up to a random person and do that. Anthony said, she has a great heart, and I respect that. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. Really appreciate it. Gary said, did the girl ever follow you that... Yeah, she did subscribe to me. But I don't know if she probably unsubscribed, though. But she did subscribe to me. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, when I was on stream in Manhattan and one of my supporters, they challenged me or they dared me to walk up to a random person and ask them to subscribe to the Uniquely Mia's channel. It was very nerve-wracking, but it was fun to do after I asked her the question and she actually was like willing to hear it, like speak back to me and willing to talk to me. It really showed us that people are really nice. Like if you approach them respectful, it seems really scary to speak to random people. And it really is scary because I was sweating. It was really scary, but like after, I'm like, why as a society, why, at least for me, why are we scared to speak to random people? Obviously, stranger danger, but, like, it's shown making friends, it's not that hard sometimes. Obviously, make friends in a safe way, but, like, some people are like, hey, it's really hard to make friends. Obviously, it is, because I don't want to walk up and speak to a random person, but, like, it wasn't that scary. Like, I always hear the idea that humans aren't supposed to be individualistic, that we're supposed to be, like, a communal society, like, being friends with our neighbor, just speaking to random people on the street, being nice to each other. In that encounter, like in the Caribbean, it's there, but doing that in America, it really showed that, like, hey, if America wasn't so, like, the way, not America, but, like, if Western society wasn't so, like, the way it's set up, individualistic, yes, that collective society idea is kind of possible. Why am I doing this? What am I doing? Casting a spell? Like, what is this? But yeah, so, yeah. It was really cool. But it was really nerve-wracking. But she did follow me, Gary. Subscribe to the channel. But I don't know if she unsubscribed or not. If you didn't, how you doing? Thank you for being a supporter. Evan said, I am the type to just turn on people. Okay, but I did it today. When this dude wouldn't leave you alone, he kept pushing me. Wow. So I took him out his respect. He respected me after that. Yeah, do that. When people are mean to you, like, obviously, when people give you the negative energy, give it back to them, okay? Do that. Because I'm a nice person, really am. But, like, if you don't know, if you were on the live stream we did in the airport, go watch the live stream in the airport. But, like, literally, this woman approached me in a very hostile way. And if you were a supporter on this live stream, if you go back and watch that recording now, that live stream now, I feel like I don't think I was mean, but, like,
my response is very unique. Like, my response speaking that way, I don't really speak that way on stream, but like I was approached in a very hostile way, so you give the energy a little back. So yeah, do what you gotta do, Evan. Never violence is never the answer. Arguments are never the answer, but like if somebody approach you that way and it's like totally off guard, your first, what is it, instinct to survive or whatever is to like react how that person reacted to you in a way. So yeah. Vernon said, hey, as long as the body is right, she can be for. I like a good butterface. Huh? I'm confused now. Good weather said, Mia, I have been training for soccer at 9 a.m. by myself. Wow, nice. Okay, so you are going to be a soccer master, or at least a soccer expert by the end of the summer, King of the Weather. You've been training for a while. Evan said, although when I went off and didn't come onto your live, I was off the race. You relapsed when you lost the live stream with trolling people, Evan? All right. Well, make sure to write down Uniquely Mia, like in your notes app on YouTube or in your phone or somewhere, so that way, and make sure you're subscribed so that way you never lose the channel again, because we don't want you to relapse with trolling people, okay? We don't want that to happen. Vernon said, okay, Gary said they're a Virgo. Well, you are more than welcome on the channel. Shout out to you for being a Virgo, Uniquely Me a supporter. Vernon said, hold on, that was me. Who said, oh, you said that. Oh. Yes, I am still here, Drake. I will be ending the live stream soon when I get to the bottom of the comments. It's getting close to my bedtime. Feeling a little tired, but let me read up these comments. Did you do anything interesting off stream, Drake? Trolling is like when people just literally rip you apart and expose your full insecurities. And that's another thing too. I guess that's why trolling doesn't work on me. Cause like I don't really care. Like especially if you're a first time person watching the live stream and you say something random about me, I don't really care. Cause like who are you? Like exactly. So yeah, that's I guess that's why trolling doesn't work on me, because I remember I did a Q&A video and one supporter asked, what's the secret to being uniquely Mia? What's the secret to being so positive? My response was saying, I appreciate my supporters' support. Like, I really do appreciate you guys. I really appreciate your subscription. I really appreciate your support. But, like, I don't care. Like, every little thing that, like, every criticism that you give me, can't really care about it. Because, as I said, one thing that one supporter may perceive as being positive, another supporter may perceive as being negative. So, like, I guess that's why trolling doesn't work on me, because, like, especially if you're a first-time viewer here, or if you're a supporter and you're, like, looking at me critically, I'll take constructive criticism, but, like, if you're saying it in a rude way or something like that, and, like, it doesn't really have a direct impact on my life, I don't really care, if that makes sense. Even though I appreciate your support. So, like, I guess that's why trolling doesn't work on me. You can't really care a lot about, like, what random people are saying. Otherwise, you're not going to be your authentic self and the best version of you, if that makes sense. So, yeah. It's a math question. Okay, King of the Weather. Gary said, I never told her or anybody, okay? But I want her mom to make me a plate someday. So I've been seeing your comments. If we ever have a meet and greet, it could be like a cooking tutorial meet and greet for you guys. And you'll be able to taste my mom's cooking and your cooking as well. So I'm always on my best behavior. LOL, tell mom to fix me a plate. Cat's Pokemon said, also your environment shapes your attraction. I do agree with that. If you grow up around certain values and aesthetics, then it will be attractive to you. Exactly. Remember, blackened teeth used to be attractive. Really? Wow, did not know that. I like your face is weird, Brendan said. Drake said, Mia's always getting trolled. I remember she was working out and a guy asked her, oh yeah, I do remember that. That was really weird. That was weird. Thank you, Gary. God, you like my glasses? Brandon said, I can't troll Mia. She's so sweet and innocent. Evan said, I kind of feel her innocence guards her. Pure gal, okay? Evan said, Drake always there to slam us hard with reality. No, Drake has a really good memory because, like, do you have, like, a spreadsheet, Drake? Or is that just your memory? Because you have a really good memory. Like, Drake will bring up some things that happen in, like, live streams that I don't remember 100%. Evan said, I kind of feel her innocence guards her poor gal. Okay, read that. She repeated it too. I told her to stop saying it. But I couldn't stop laughing. No, I do remember that day too, now that you mention it. Gary said, we just got a gang shooting inside the local mall, Savannah. Oh no, that's terrible. Hopefully nobody was hurt. Cat's Pokemon said, I don't get trolling either. My brain just doesn't work that way. It can be funny. Yeah, it can be funny sometimes, yeah. But like Vernon said, my judgment typically stays in your head, or I try to flip it into comment. Exactly, 100%. Exactly. Gary said, imagine if you walked up to her and started a conversation. I like your face. No, that would be kind of... If somebody walked up to me in public like that, I'll just look at them. Hey, Dave Vaughn, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Cats and Pokemon said, the world has enough problems. I don't need to add to the craziness. Exactly. Evan said, yeah, I think you need to be yourself with people. And cut out people pleasing sometimes. Exactly. 100%. Obviously, like when you're working at a job, there is some people pleasing involved, especially like obviously different personalities, but like, well, ultimately, if you're trying to convey a message or make a change in society, you gotta be your unique self, honestly, and be like most authentic self. And the change that I'm trying to make in society, it's a lot, but I'm not gonna list all of them, but like one of the main changes that I'm trying to make right now, at least on the channel, is making the world a positive place, a little more positive. And I can do that because I have a YouTube channel, and shout out to you guys as my supporters. You decided to subscribe to the channel, and therefore your subscription is growing the channel. So more people are hopefully going to be able to immerse themselves in the positivity that is Uniquely Me channel. And the only way I can like ensure that people are like learning the lessons, the core lesson that I want you guys to take away from the channel and the live streams and the full nutrition YouTube videos, be your authentic self. Don't let society tell you what you have to do. Don't let society, beauty expectations, stereotypes, random people, your family members, don't let them make you feel a certain way. Don't let them tell you or feel bad for the way you are, honestly. So being your authentic self, you don't care a lot about what people have to say about you. Otherwise, if they don't have a direct impact on you, if you don't really care about them, because that's what you need to break out of, honestly. That relates back to our discussions about colors that we were having earlier, to end it out with the last tip from Uniquely Me today. We had a discussion about colors, and I saw a lot of repeated comments saying, I like colors, but I don't want to wear it because people may think I'm part of this community, or I'm part of this, or I believe in this. You're doing that because you're not comfortable to be like your unique and your authentic self because of society expectations and stereotypes, things like that. Obviously, depending on where you live, the people you're around, you have to pretend a little for safety reasons. But like, if you don't have to do that, I mean, why are you letting societal expectations stop you from being your unique self? I believe in reincarnation. I do. Reincarnation is essentially the idea when you're no longer alive, you'll be born again, but like you won't remember. So you really only have one life that you truly remember. You only have one life that you remember, where you have your family members that you remember, you have your values that you remember, that you believe in, that these things that you believe in. So like, why are you letting society not allow you to be your authentic self when you're only going to remember this one life? So take some time, process that, and hopefully by watching Uniquely Me's live streams, by watching me just be my unique self, and my family members be our unique selves and things like that, and having our opinions on things. Obviously, you can't share all your opinions just because safety reasons, things like that, depending on where you are in society, but like, there are basic things that I'm sure each and every one of you wants to do, but like perhaps you've never felt comfortable doing it because you're afraid of, or like dressing a certain way, or like saying a certain thing, or speaking to a certain family member a certain way. It can relate to a lot of things, but those are things that came to my head, but it can relate to a lot of different things. I'm sure there's a lot of things that my supporters probably are like, hey, should I do this? How will society perceive me? What my family members think if I let my true feelings about them be known? Why do you care? You're the main character in your own life. Be your own main character in your own life, guys. So yeah, That's how I'll end tonight's stream. But let's read up these final comments, questions, or concerns. Okay. You lost your moderators. How are you fighting with 100 people, Evan? Wow. Gary said, I live next to a yard Nazi who has bipolar and antisocial. It's been a nightmare. Oh, no. That's crazy. Wow. The whole live stream was fighting with me. Wow, it was so funny. I was laughing so hard. That's a troll, Mia. Confessions of a troll. No, imagine you start a series like that. Confessions of a troll. I'll be your first subscriber. What do you say? Well, if you want to get a meet and greet sooner rather than later, as I always say, make sure to share the live stream out and the Uniquely Mia channel to your friends, your family members, your coworkers. Have them subscribe to Uniquely Mia channel, because the only way we will ever have a meet and greet, like, obviously we'll have a meet, well, we can have a meet and greet if you randomly see us on the street, but the only way we'll have, like, honestly, a put together meet and greet where I'm like, hey, meet us here at the specific date and time, if we have the funds to do so. And, fun, like, Uniquely Mia ain't rich. Our family's not rich. Okay, guys? So, the way that I'll be paying for a meet and greet when I do have one in the future, even though I am using the proceeds to pay for my student loan debt, it'll be off of the income that I make off of YouTube. And the only way we can make more money, or I can make more money off of YouTube, is if you guys are watching my fully nutritional YouTube videos, you're watching my YouTube shorts, you're watching my live streams, and the more subscriptions that I acquire equates to the more views on my videos, thus equates to more income that Uniquely Mia is making. So yeah, if you want to meet and greet sooner rather than later, where it's like put together, meet us at this specific place, specific time, you gotta like watch the fully nutritional YouTube videos, watch YouTube shorts, watch the live stream, share the channel out to your friends, your family members, so we can make some more income off of YouTube, so we can allocate a portion of that for meet and greets. Vernon said there's a difference between lighthearted teasing and really trying to offend or hurt somebody. I do agree with that, yeah. Who might be on the edge, I do agree. If someone said they liked my face, I would growl it. That's funny. Wow, Anthony, you were blocked from at least 100 live streams. You're at the top. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Not today, King of the Weather, but I'll post like a day and time when I'm able to like be on Roblox. When are you normally on Roblox though, King of the Weather? Perhaps I can join you. But yeah, after this live stream, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Hey, Kay, I haven't seen season 3 of Squid Games. I was supposed to watch it off after the live stream, but like I feel like I'm gonna be a little tired. Maybe I can watch one episode. But don't spoil it, please, Kay. Please don't spoil it. You know what I'll do? I'll watch Squid Games, and then I'll post like in my community thread post that I've seen Squid Games, and we'll have like a discussion about it. Okay? But please, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. So if you spoiled it, delete the comments right now, because I don't want you guys spoiling Squid Games for me. I haven't seen it yet. Season 3. I need to watch it. And I could watch that in one day. So you know what I'm going to do this weekend? Saturday, Sunday? I'm going to take the whole day. I'm going to watch Squid Game. And then we'll have a live stream about it this weekend. That's what I'm going to do. Because literally for season 1, season 2 of Squid Games, I'll watch the whole thing in one day. So that's what I'm going to do. Since I've been home, like I've just been doing like active stuff with my mom. I've been outside more. So like when I'm at school, I have a lot more free time, because it's either when I'm at school, I either have like, I prefer to be home, okay? Prefer to be home. But like when I'm at school, you guys get more live streams and I'm able to watch like more TV shows and read more books, because like it's literally schoolwork, break. Schoolwork, break. I don't have a car. My mom's not with me. I'm not going over. When I'm home, it's literally like we're outside, go, go, go. Literally early in the morning, we wake up, we go outside. Come back inside, go to sleep by the time we're home. I'll stream, go to sleep. So like not a lot of free time. So, but I'm gonna take this weekend, I'm gonna watch Squid Games, and we'll have like a YouTube live discussion. So stay tuned. I'll post the time or like the day when we're gonna have that discussion. If you guys wanna partake in that discussion, watch Squid Game by this weekend. Evan said your reaction to Lava when he said he was going to sleep. No, that was like really, really interesting. Fate said, yeah, Mia standing for nothing and fall for something. Yeah, Mia, stand for nothing and fall for something. I'm confused. Yeah, Mia, stand for nothing, fall for something. What do you mean by that? Can you please clarify? Drake said, Yeah, that's why I don't care about wearing pink or loud colors. I have rainbow Crocs, exactly, and I'm not part of that community, but I love bright colors. That's why I want the fuzzy pink hat so much. Exactly, like that's me. I love bright colors. But Drake, I lost the pink hat. I think it's at school. I'ma find it, but it's Shein, Drake. Just go to Shein and you can get the fuzzy pink hat. I literally paid $5 for that hat. But my mom said if we go this weekend, she said we might go to like 34th Street wholesale. So Drake, if they have the fuzzy pink hats, you know what I'll do? I'll probably get a box of the fuzzy pink hat and next giveaway, or I'll just send, who knows, next giveaway I'll just randomly send supporters fuzzy pink hats. So I'll look and see, but Shein is where I got it from. But now that you reminded me, that wholesale place, they have everything, my mom said, so they might have it there. And I could get them for myself because I feel like I want more. I'm writing it down. Vernon said, I think I have flashbacks from a past life. I think I was a rootless director or something like that. Okay, nice, nice. JR said, do you think we think about above our understanding about what's happening after death? Do you think we think above our understanding about what's happens after death? I don't think we could think above our understanding. Well, you know, I don't know. I feel like the only people who may think above their understanding are prophets. And like, do you read the Bible? They say that some prophets are people like Moses, Abraham, those guys, Noah, those guys. I just refer to them as guys, but like those people. So I mean, who knows? We could, because like it really is really a tricky answer. So this is just my opinion. So JR asks, do you think we think above our understanding about what happens after death? So I feel like what could happen was, who knows? That could have been a way God wanted to convey messages to humans without having us be aware that we're conveying these messages or that we know about the stuff. So let me elaborate. So I don't know. There's always hi.
Hello.
It's still.
I just want to interject
Uh-huh.
that Mia stands for a lot, so she don't fall for a lot.
Uh-huh.
She do make her stand.
Uh-huh.
So they in a life they say if you don't stand for nothing, you fall for everything.
Oh, Stu's answering the question. Okay.
So Mia stands for a lot. She have principles, and she have her personality.
Yeah.
So she don't fall for much, but she didn't understand.
Yeah.
So I heard it.
Uh-huh.
I just came down to clear it up.
Yup. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we got spokesperson. So I guess you guys can ask random questions, and Stu, Uniquely Mom, G, they'll be here to answer the questions. So yeah, Stu's answer, hopefully you heard him. Stu's answer was my response to that statement that Fate said. But yeah, so JR said, do you think we think above our understanding about what's happened in life or death? So my mom, she often told me when I was younger, like sometimes, I don't know, she say it randomly sometimes. So you know like how some people have severe mental health conditions, or like they may appear to have severe mental health conditions, but they're always the people who's like preaching about the Bible and things like that. She said perhaps that person may appear to be so crazy in a way because they got a message from God. Who knows? What if it's flip? What if it's flip, JR? What if God kind of tricked us and has this made the beliefs of a collective? So the idea that we're gonna burn, that we're gonna go to the gates of heaven, go up or down, that's the idea of the collective. Perhaps that could be a message from God that's not above our understanding, but an understanding of God telling us what's actually going to happen. Or it could just be a whole bunch of made up stuff from the people who wrote the Bible and all that stuff to like trick us. So we can think really critical into this, or we don't have to think really critical in this. But do you think we think above our understanding about what's happening? I don't think we can think about our understanding about what's happening after death, because like we don't know what's gonna happen. Like obviously there's those people who's like they died for 5 minutes and they say they saw this, but like I don't know. Good night, Gary. Pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Feeling True 22 video. So let's read up these final comments. Cats Pokemon said, that's what I try to remember with my outfits. I like to wear short clothes, okay, because of my body type, not showing cheeks and cleavage, just shorts. And I don't care anymore when people say, I like my fits. Exactly. Dress how you want to dress. Like, I brought this outfit. I had my mom buy this outfit for me today. And I was like, before she bought it, I'm like, is it too short? Well, if I wear it, will people say a whole bunch of stuff? And she's like, you could wear a big shirt over it. So I bought it. I came home, I tried it on. It is too short for my preference, so I will be returning said outfit. But, like, just the idea of it, you wear it if you're comfortable wearing it. Stop caring about what people think. But obviously, you do have to be safe. So, certain places wearing certain stuff is just not safe to wear. But, like, yeah. Fates, Mia, did you get the email numbers I post on YouTube? Okay. So you're telling me you posted the numbers, Fate. So if you posted the numbers in the comment of like one of my YouTube videos, then your giveaway items will be sent. You won the gift card, so a gift card of an undisclosed amount will be sent. But I'm looking at my iPad now because I know Cats and Pokemon posted the numbers. Where did you post the numbers, Fate? I saw your comment asking if you can post the numbers. So I saw the comment that you posted 8 hours ago today. So, yeah, post the numbers on YouTube for me in response to that comment. I can respond to it here. I'll respond to it right now. Post the numbers here. Because I'm doing that. So if anyone won the giveaway, post the numbers there. I just responded to that comment. Because, like, if you won the giveaway, and this is how future giveaways will work. If you win, you email me. I email you random numbers that I want you to post on YouTube. And when you post those random numbers on YouTube, only then will I send your giveaway winnings to you. Because stuff happened last month. If you guys want to see what happened with that giveaway, I got scammed. So I don't want that to happen again. Is it foolproof? Perhaps not, but you know what? At least it's like 2-step verification on my end. So that way when I send that individual the numbers, the giveaway wins, I'm like, you know what? Hey, this person did this. If they were really trying to like do something, they went an extra mile to do it. So yeah, Fate, just post the numbers in response to that comment, and then since it's a gift card, I'll probably send your gift card to you tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned. But you only get it if you post the numbers. And for I know Cats and Pokemon did it as well. So shout out to Cats and Pokemon. I'll be sending your giveaway items by the end of the week. I'll post the video when I send those items to you. Jonte, you also won the giveaway. You haven't posted the numbers yet. So if you're watching the live stream right now, if you're a silent viewer, or if you're watching the recording, make sure to post those numbers as soon as possible so I can get the items out to you. And then another person won. I think it's Glenn. Love Positive. I think they won. So make sure to post the numbers that I sent you via email as well as soon as possible so you can get your winnings. Vernon said, I'm a reformed troll. Sometimes I almost backslide, but I catch myself. Okay. Gary said, tell Mama the Queen I said goodnight. I'll make it happen for Mama's plate someday. Maybe next year. Okay. Maybe next year what? Drake said, I hate when people say pink is for girls. I just like what it's called. Exactly. You get it. It's just the color. It's just the color, guys. I have blue clothes. I have green clothes. I have red clothes. Those are supposed to be boy colors. But I go into, my nephew's closet. He has no pink clothes. I mean, he doesn't like the color pink, but, where's the pink? So, just remember, colors are colors. Cats Pokemon said, I'm 5'1", wearing long clothes looks crazy on me. Okay, so yeah, you need to wear the clothes that's, a little shorter. So it could be long. It's the opposite for me. So I can buy a pair of shorts or a skirt that's, normally short, but I'm so tall, it looks short on me. It looks shorter than normal. So, sometimes they're when you wear skirts, you have to do the fingertip test to see if it's too short. For my shorts, for my skirts, it always is. I never pass the fingertip test because it's already short. And when I put it on, my legs are long. My legs are my fingertips are My fingertips are by my knees. I'm doing the test right now. My fingertips are by my knees. So I'm supposed to wear shorts and skirts by my knees. I do wear them because they're sometimes cool. But like, so at school, I don't ever remember wearing shorts to school. I mean, maybe when I was in elementary school, but I was short in elementary school. But like graduate school, college, wear whatever you want. I'll be seeing some people wearing the most funny clothes, wear whatever they want. Okay, let me read up these comments. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Okay, I skipped to the bottom. Let's read fast. I need to stop responding to each and every comment. Okay, let us see what's happening. Alrighty. Evan said, I had a woman laugh in my face at my outfit. I was sick and it was very hot, so I actually asked her why she did it because I felt she needed it, but I wouldn't do it because I'm learning. Fate said, LOL, it's called Culture Drake. Gary said, Big Mama will let me come to the crib after she meet me. I know she gonna like me. Everyone likes me. Real talk. You're very confident, but we saw Sinners. Yeah. we don't let supporters or like friends that we just made into our house, Gary. We don't do that. Yeah. But if you want that meet and greet, make sure to share the live stream out to your friends, your family members, watch the fully nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, YouTube lives. Yeah, but that is unlikely. Yeah. Comes to the house. Okay, Drake said, you can read my name, okay, and tell I love to troll, but I'm never being mean. Just say funny stuff. My aim is to make you laugh. Okay, I can see that. Okay, you're normally on Roblox around 7:20 a.m. King of the Weather. Okay, yeah, it's early. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever on Roblox around that time. But I'll figure out when I'm free, like for a day, most likely on the weekend, I'll probably post like a community thread just saying, hey, whoever wants to join Uniquely Me on Roblox, I'll be on Roblox from this time to this time. So make sure you subscribe, post notifications are on. Have a good night, Anthony. Pleasure having you on. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my fully nutritional YouTube video. Do you think Mama, not Big Mama? Well, my mom, if you're referring to Queen Mother, her name is Queen Mother or Uniquely Mia on the channel. So, yeah, I don't think we like Big Mama, but Uniquely Mia, Uniquely Mom, or Queen Mother is definitely preferred. Vernon said, when do you go back to school? In the fall. King of the Weather said, oh, it's going to be 10:20 a.m. in NYC. Oh, yeah, I'm out of the house normally at 10:20 a.m. by that time. Vernon said, I'm going to keep asking questions so you can't go to sleep. What's your favorite color? Pink. How tall am I? About 5'8.5", 5'9". What's my favorite food? Go watch the Q&A video. One of my favorite food is roti. If you want to see more, check out that Q&A video. Good night, Gary. Drake said, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. It means you need morals and principles. Well, Stu answered that question for me, so his response was the answer to that question for me. Okay, Evan said yes to on the mic. Gary said he can be there during our meet and greet. I'm okay with that. We both have CDL. I'm not getting on the subway though. What's CDL? I don't know what CDL is. I want to read up all your comments because I know I am going to sleep, but like I know you're real people. I know you're taking time out of your day to be here and write these comments. So that's why I'm responding fast to these comments because like I want to read everything you say because you don't have to be here on the live stream. You don't have to write these comments. I really do appreciate it. Sun Fate said scientists in Russia have found out where we go when we die. They input a tracker sort of interface into the brain before the test subjects pass. Wow. Hopefully they don't create zombies by doing that, but wow. King of the Weather said going to get fireworks for oh yeah, 4th of July is coming up. Yeah, okay. Nice. Cat's Pokemon said, yeah, Stu is going to be security for your meet and greet. How do I enter into giveaway? The giveaway is now closed, Vernon's, for the 4,000 supporters. So if you want another giveaway, get us to 5,000 supporters. And this is why you should be subscribed with your post notifications are on, because all information about my giveaways on how to enter, they come in the form of full nutritional YouTube videos. I don't speak about my giveaways or how to enter on YouTube Live or YouTube Shorts. I mostly speak about how to enter and what you're going to win in the full nutritional YouTube videos. So if you haven't done already, to ensure that you don't miss future information about giveaways, Vernon, make sure your post notifications are on. And to do that, go to my YouTube homepage. If you're subscribed, it should say subscribe, and then you have a bell icon. Click the bell and make sure notifications are set to all. So yeah, same thing for you, Evan. Make sure your post notifications are on and you're watching those full nutritional YouTube videos as well. Oh, okay, so you said you think editing the numbers in the comments deletes it. Yeah, so just post the numbers underneath the comment then instead of like editing it. So yeah, Fate, I responded to your comment. Just write your numbers, the numbers that I sent you via email, in response to that comment. Really, Vernon? Me too. I want to flash the winnings. Well, perhaps in the future you will win if you enter into the giveaway, Evan and Vernon. The only way you can win, you got to enter. You need a chance. Or you need an entry. Well, I forgot how to say it goes. I mixed it up. Evan said, cats, I'm the same. I need shorts and tighter clothes to look like I have a shape. John said, hey, John, how are you doing? You can't remember me, but I felt like we fought, Evan said, John, I was safe with Mia. She kept me on the straight and narrow. Then I got dirty at David's channel. Oh, somebody followed you from a different channel. You were trolling Evan on their channel. John said, Evan, we might have you lost for sure. That's why you scratched in your memory, but it's all good. Wow. Hey, BB, how are you doing? Thank you. Glad you love the braids. Oh, okay, CDL's commercial driver's license. Okay, cool. That's Pokemon said crop tops. Really? So I would be really tall next to Cats and Pokemon. Wow. Now you put it in perspective when you say crop tops. What looks like a normal t-shirt for you. Wow. Okay. LOL, I don't have enough torso for it to actually be cropped. Sunfate said, I just posted it under a comment. Did you get it? Let's see, did I get it? I have Do Not Disturb on. Yes, I did get it. Alrighty, Fate. So yeah, I'll send, since you're a gift card, I'll get that out to you tomorrow. Your gift card. Evan said, I was a moderator, but I ain't going on David's channel. It was a waste of time. People are so lame. John said, Evan Almighty, let's be honest. Nobody can help but go wild on David's IG channel. Okay. Said, yeah, it's insane. Hey, Ralph. Ralph said, have you seen 28 years? Yes, I have seen 28 years later. Okay. I'm supposed to go to sleep. Oh my God. All right. I have seen 28 years later. Okay? It's a good movie. Will I say, okay, you can bring kids to it. My nephew, we took my nephew. He's about 11. We took my nephew. He liked the movie. It wasn't too gory for him. There are some scenes that are a little gory. I had to look away, but it's just like the zombies eat it. They're not even zombies, I learned. Why? Because like, how did one of it have a baby? That was kind of weird. So yeah, it's a good movie. It is kind of weird. The 4 people at the end, I've heard that they're going to make like a trilogy because they said it's part of a 3-movie franchise. So the first movie came out 28 years ago, they said. The second movie just came out, and then they said they're gonna make another one. So that's why it ended weird. So glad the little boy survived. That's great. Was one, but it looked like he kind of went crazy. So it shows you zombie apocalypse, or it's not even a zombie apocalypse, just like a type of apocalypse will make people crazy. What they did to the mom, they like totally changed the storyline, Ralph. And for anyone else, I'm trying to speak so I don't spoil it for people who haven't seen it. So if you've seen it, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, you're getting the gifs of what I'm speaking about the movie, but it's not spoiling it for you. So like the mom, what? That made no sense. Like you could have like survived a little longer, but like what? Yeah, like the first hour of the movie and the last hour, completely different movies. You rated it a 6 out of 10. I'll be a little generous. I'll rate like a 7.5 out of 10 for me, Ralph 28 years later, because it wasn't terrible. I did like the world building. Just the only thing that threw me off with that movie was saying, how was a baby born? Why did they do that to the mom? That was totally unnecessary and traumatizing for the little kid. They ended it a little weird. Now they really need to make another part. Otherwise, what was that ending? And then, it was just an isolated island, apparently. There was still modern technology because they had phones. So why didn't they go and, like, if it was modern world and they have, like, missiles or whatever, why don't they just, like, do that and get rid of all the zombies? But I guess they had humans. But, like, that's what was confusing me. So, yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for 28 years later, uniquely Mia's opinion. Okay, you're in the building. Welcome, welcome, David. Okay, John said, yes, a lot of people are leaving. I met on the stream. Say the same. You're sweet as usual. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. Brennan said she's never going to catch up with the comments. I might have to skip to the end, but we'll see. Evan said, yeah, because I think streams with the same. Okay, it's draining. Even we need more warmth, not anger. Draining all day. Evan said Vernon is causing a lot of windy comments. Mia section is worse. Oh, Vernon, you're spamming, so I can't end the stream. Really? John said, yeah, Mia has a calm and collect channel with a life that is going somewhere and on a journey worth watching. David is getting bland. Oh, thank you so much for your kind words, John. Really, really appreciate it. And your vote of confidence. End this stream. No comments beyond this point. Evan said. What? Okay. LOL, but you broke your own rules about comments. Okay, I'm gonna skip to the end. Let me see. I'm gonna fast track this. I'm not gonna read everything out loud. Let me asleep, let me asleep, let me asleep. Cats of Lucky Bot. Brenda said, don't blame me. You clearly commented more than me. Okay, finally at the end. I made it to the end. Cats, King of the Weather said I have to go bye. It was a pleasure having you on King of the Weather. Have a great rest of your night. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section on my Fully Nutritional YouTube video or YouTube Shorts. Yeah, I'll post. Make sure your subscribe notifications are on because I'll post like a community thread letting you know when I'm on Roblox. So like, cause I know a lot of other people did subscribe to me, so they could like join me on Roblox. So like, stay tuned for that. Yes, I did do my nails, Keith. I did my nails in this live stream. I had dinner. So if you want to see that, just rewind the live stream. All right, Fate said bye. So while I do my outro, write any final comments, questions, or concerns that you may have. So shout out to everyone who was on the live stream. Shout out to all my supporters. Really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your continued support. And as always, thank you so much for the discussion. It's always a pleasure when I go live with you guys and speak to you. Oh, you always ask like those really cool questions that like, it makes me give you a long answer, but I feel like it's a good answer and it makes me think. So always a pleasure live streaming for you. And if you entered into the giveaway, your winnings will be sent to you. Remember, if you didn't post those random numbers because I'm not sending the items until you post those random numbers and the random number matches to what I sent you via email. So yeah, let's read these up. Good night, Cats and Pokemon. Good night, Fake. Good night, Ralph, everyone. King of the Weather, Keith, Evan, Vernon. Let me read Ralph's comment. Ralph said, thanks for the thoughts on the movie. You the best. Also, when Spike faced his mom towards the rise. So yeah, such me because it's in my culture. Oh, you do the same thing as well. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they did have like cultural parallels in the movie, which was really cool. Really cool. Vernon said, okay, good night, Mia, Cats, Pokemon, Sun, Faith, Weather Guy, and whoever else I missed. Cats, Pokemon said, Weather Guy's lives. No, it really is. But shout out to everyone who was on the live stream. Good night. Have a great night. If you miss more of Uniquely Mia after the live stream, I have more than 1,000 videos posted on the channel. You should never be missing Uniquely Mia. So make sure to go watch some of my Fully Nutritional YouTube video. The last day in Canada, Niagara Falls, is out on the channel. If you didn't watch Interview with a New York City Bus Operator, definitely go watch that interview. There's part 1 and 2. We have Guyana content, education videos, fashion videos. We have a lot. Technology videos, a lot on the channel. So the point is, you should never be missing Uniquely Mia. Stay positive, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Have a good night. Thank you so much for watching.